This is the Seth and Colby Show.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Hey.
It's been a while since I did the bong, so
Yeah,
I feel like I had to make up
man.
for the bong and, get some more bonging going.
Those are really good bongs.
Been using these bongs for 20 years, man. These
skilled at
bongs
it,
have
you
lasted
can
a
tell.
lifeline.
You've been up
Lifetime.
and down that pipe of the bongs,
Yep,
man.
just rubbing it out, squeaking it clean,
Ding-donging,
sucking it dry.
pulling the old meat bong. Meat bong?
Let's go with it. Meat flute?
That's it.
That's it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Seth and Colby Show. It's episode number 25 for May 29th, 2025.
Shit.
Did you know that, for the past week and, the next couple days, the date is the same forward and backwards? 5, 29, 25, 5, 29, 25.
Oh, shit.
Isn't that wild, dude?
That's wild.
Yeah, it is.
Man,
Well,
let's
that's
go
crazy.
into a
That's crazy,
fucking
man.
wormhole right now.
Oh,
We're
it's
we're
crazy.
going forward and back all simultaneously. It's all happening
Time.
never and always at the same time.
It's a flat circle.
Flat?
Wolfie asked a stupid question right as the
You a
stream went
flat
live. She
earther
spent
over there?
1,000 of our points to ask a dumb question, and she asked, "Why is the Earth round?" And honestly, I'm not sure that's a dumb question.
Hilarious.
That's a pretty big.
Why is the Earth round?
That's a big philosophical question with deep implications.
That's how gravity works.
Is that why? Because gravity's sucking it in? Is that really the answer?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were gonna have to talk about the Lord or the Big Bang and all that stuff. You're telling me it's just gravity.
Just gravity.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You're not just saying it with authority?
No, when you have a singular point that is pulling in,
Yeah.
causes a sphere
Okay.
because it pulls in from every single angle, and we live in a three-dimensional reality.
Okay. Did you get new tattoos? Did you get a new tattoo?
No,
What's this?
I've had that.
I don't think so.
I've had this
I don't
the
think-
entire time.
I don't think so. Quit lying to me. Tell me it's new.
2 years now.
No. Let
I've
me
had
see
this
it.
for 2 years.
Let me see it then.
What?
Let me see it. You have not. That's
Yeah.
fake. That's not even a real tattoo.
This?
Yeah.
No.
I think that's
This is a very real tattoo.
it's never been there.
It's been there this entire
It
time.
hasn't.
God damn! Do you not look at me?
I try not to.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
You don't see me, man.
Is this a bit?
No. I've legitimately had this tattoo for 2 years.
Are you being real?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever looked at your arm then.
Yeah.
Are you being real?
Yes.
Don't do this to me.
I'm not.
You're telling me that tattoo on your
Yeah.
arm has been there for 2 years?
Yeah. It was one of Shan's last ones, man.
What's wrong with me?
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm actually concerned.
That you should be, because your brain is dumb.
I'm distracted by
I
it.
do this all the time. It's like right
I'm going to
there.
go check the footage, even though it doesn't
It's
show up on
always
camera.
there.
Well, I'm a great friend. So, hey everybody, what's up? How you doing? It's me, Seth. Colby's here too.
Hey.
We're doing a show today. We don't have a lot to talk about. This is like the time of the year where nothing happens.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of movies come out that we don't want to see. A lot of TV shows end that you hate that I haven't seen.
Correct.
I went and saw Mission Impossible. It was exactly what you wanted it to be. If you like those movies, it's great. If you don't like those movies, it's bad. It's literally, there needs to be more movies that are made for people who like those movies and do nothing else. Don't try to reinvent the wheel.
Right,
Just
yeah.
make a movie that those people like and that's
Right.
good enough.
Yep.
You
don't got to keep reinventing stuff or having the craziest CGI. Just make a really dumb movie that
Yeah.
people can entertain for 2 hours.
Just let us watch Tom Cruise run. It's fine.
Man runs. Speaking of which, we saw a dude run like Tom Cruise at the dog bar.
Well, I didn't see him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That dude bolted.
Yeah, and then you said he almost fell, right?
No, I thought about him.
Oh,
falling.
because he was moving
he was
so
moving
quick.
so fast,
Did he
and
do,
that
like,
man
the-
was
the
he was
pointed hand
not.
thing?
He did not look athletic enough to be running as fast as he was, to where the likelihood of him falling was high.
So you run every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever run like Tom Cruise? Just to see if you get more speed? Maybe it's the right way to run.
I think that would be the right way to run. I jog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because maybe that man, unathletic as he was, because I did see him not run,
Mm.
and he was portly,
No, that man was running.
If he gave it the full Tom Cruise, maybe that gives you superpowers.
No, he did do the full Tom Cruise.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Maybe he goes faster
No,
than
I
he
bet.
should have.
I don't really know because, like, at some point you're going to be going so fast that really you're kind of floating in a sense.
Right.
You're going so sideways so fast that you're not falling as much as you normally would in a jog, to where the impact wouldn't be as bad. So maybe that's actually better for your entire body, is to run at full dead sprint like Tom Cruise.
Yeah, but it's about how long you can do it, though.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Like, Tom Cruise literally in the newest movie gets out of his car because he flips it, and then he chases a car on foot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just thinking, like, he can't run as fast as a car, but
You never
he
know.
might be
never
able to run as fast
He
as a car.
trained for 30 days running as fast as he
He's
could.
been training since 1982 or whatever, man. It's wild, but yeah. Anyway, so hey everybody, how you doing? Hoth, good to see you. Plotado, good to see you. Wolfie, good to see you. Mari, hello. We had to go get Mari wine. I hope she's drinking it. Is she drinking it?
I would assume.
Okay, that's good. We should
I
start
don't know.
drinking
I'm
too.
not up there.
We should do it.
Yeah.
So I was at the liquor store, and the liquor store I go to is right by my house. It's not huge. They don't have the biggest selection, which is why we've never gotten Bush Apple on this show, even though I want it. But
The one by your house, if you're going to the one on the way here, is a giant liquor store.
ABC, it's not that big.
It's big enough
No, not big.
to where
Like
you could
compared to like
avoid
Total
getting
Wine.
the one that you got.
I mean, it's bigger than the one that you go to for sure.
Yeah.
But like, they have half of the beer refrigerator is now seltzers and mixed drinks.
Right.
So like, iced tea and liquor is really big right now. And Welch's had like a grape mixed drink, and like Moscow Mules. And I text you because not Diddy. We wouldn't drink the Diddy juice. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg had gin and juice. And so I text you and I'm like, is a cocktail in a can allowed? And you said no.
No.
So what I did is I got us something that I think only alcoholics drink. And we're going to prove today by if we enjoyed this, if we're alcoholics. I've never had this. I've never even seen it, but it was in the same case as Natty Light and Genesee.
Colt 45 and
We
two
got-
zigzags.
Colt
Baby,
45.
that's all you need.
There are 15 12-ounce cans in this, and it was $13.
Wait, 15 cans?
There's 15 cans.
That's the weirdest number of cans.
It's 3 rows of 5, or 5 rows of 3, man.
What the fuck?
12-ounce cans, Colt 45. The original, you know? And it is 5.6
5.6
alcohol by volume. I'm pretty pumped, to be honest with you, about trying the Colt 45. Because it can't be. It says original every time. Classic American lager since 1963, you know? Do you think it's anything to do with the gun?
Yeah.
I do too. All right, cheers. It's pretty good.
That's fucking perfect.
It's really good.
Yep.
Yeah, we're alcoholics. I think most people that drink the less than $1 a can beer probably think it's disgusting.
This is better than Miller Lite.
It is actually way better than Miller Lite,
Yeah.
and it's got more octane in it too.
Uh-huh.
That's why we're alcoholics.
No, Miller just I think I'm losing it, man. I think it's gone. I've drank too much of it.
You know what? If we go out on top
On the gold.
with the gold,
Yeah.
I think that is the way to do it.
Yeah, I had one the other day at Chicken and Pickle, and I was just like, yeah.
What you doing at Chicken and Pickle, man?
I don't know.
How come you didn't invite me? I would have played some pickle.
Mari, can I say what we were doing at Chicken and Pickle, or you want to keep that a little private?
I don't know what's she doing.
I feel like she talked about it on stream, but I can't remember.
Is
if
she
she
sewing
did or
hole
not.
for money finally?
No,
Oh,
no.
are you?
Yeah.
Can I have the link? Damn it! Just give me one. Yeah, say
never
it.
know.
She says, "Say it."
Oh, okay. All right. So, do you remember, like, fucking, what was it? Like 3 or 4 months ago, she found out that she had a brother that she never knew about?
Yeah.
He came into town, and so we met him up
Oh.
there with her other brothers at Chicken and Pickle.
All right. Yeah. Well, that's cool.
It was very awkward.
Yay.
Quite awkward.
It's less exciting than I was hoping.
We stayed for about 10 minutes.
Hey, thanks for not inviting me. 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, we got there at 5:30 because we had a prior engagement after that, which you were invited to and didn't show up.
Dude, what is with this group text where they invite people to things the next day?
Oh, they might. She messaged that a while ago.
Okay, so I just missed out on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not prepared to go to a party in 20 hours.
Or on a Wednesday night.
Wednesday night would have been fine if I had some advance notice, because I could have front loaded my Tuesday to give myself, a late start Thursday and a early end on Wednesday. You know what I mean?
Sure. So, anyways, we had to go to that.
Yeah.
So we went to Chicken Pickle at 5:30, and their group text between their family said 5:30, and so we get there. Then her sister and her husband show up, and we just sit there for an hour until anyone else shows up.
But the new guy's there.
No,
Well, that's really weird.
not yet. So yeah, they showed up at like 6:40,
Okay.
and we had to leave at 7.
To go to the thing.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's
So,
not
yeah,
your
we saw
fault.
it. I think she liked it.
Okay.
I think it was a good hey, cool, yeah,
Well,
you
yeah,
kids, hey,
yeah.
oh, bye.
Yeah, we gotta
you
go.
don't got to make weird small talk. or
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah. Well, thanks for not inviting me. That's actually great. I'm glad
Anytime, I
didn't
wouldn't have invited you anyways.
go. Well, I know that,
on any
but
occasion.
now I can pretend
for
that you
most
did it on
things.
purpose.
Why the
Okay.
fuck do you have an orange phone case?
Dude, you like my new phone case, bro?
No,
Isn't that
looks
hot?
Fucking terrible.
I love this phone case.
Why do you gotta? I was literally gonna just pull the orange aesthetic.
What do you mean?
I was gonna get an orange watch band.
I have one of those.
an orange phone case.
I have one of those.
I was gonna put orange, tiny, minimal decals on my truck.
Don't have that.
But now you took it.
What do you mean? Orange? I took the color
You
orange.
took the color orange.
Take another color.
I don't like other
Do
colors.
teal blue. Teal blue is
No,
another
those
bright
are
color.
Disgusting.
Do
That's
cyan,
disgusting.
man. Do cyan. Cyan's another great color that pops.
You're a cyan.
Do a magenta. Just follow the print. Go
Nope.
magenta, do cyan.
I'm gonna steal it back.
Or just stick to what you normally do.
I'm gonna do more orange
Black
than
as hell.
you.
It's not a contest. Orange exists for everybody. Be orange. Be orange, man.
I really like it. It looks like rubber. Let me touch it.
Yeah, it feels great. It feels really nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I went caseless for a while, and it just kept falling out of my pocket when I sat down. That's the major reason.
Yeah. That's
Like,
pretty cool.
I dropped it several times. Thing's sturdy. Like it won't break.
Yeah.
But like...
Yeah, boy, it breaks. You tap it on the edge. Crack.
Nah, it's fine. It just, when it's in your shorts, it just, whoop, you
Yeah.
get in the car, it just falls right out.
Yep.
That's really annoying, so I got a case literally so it wouldn't, scooch around.
It is rubber, so it should stick.
That was my thought. And it's a sick orange. I love the orange color.
I could theoretically print one of those.
He is doing skin tone. He looked topless probably on the thumbnails, dude. That's pretty great. Hey, don't make him self-conscious, dude. Browns are in, okay? Neutral tones are huge right now. Let the man do the neutral tones, okay? My style, which is bright, flashy colors, okay? Not in right now.
It's coming
Colby's
back.
in. No.
Yeah.
No, this is what's in right now.
No. Bright and flashy is it like goes like fashion sense with bright and flashy goes hand in hand with recessions.
Oh, really? Oh, so I'm single-handedly causing the collapse of the U.S. economy?
No, I think because of the collapse, this will come back. It's not the chicken or the egg. It's the recession that causes the colors because people need to find happiness in other things because they can't find it anywhere else.
So they buy
then
bright colors?
Bright, yeah.
So I wear bright colors, I'm depressed.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't have anything bright orange.
I'll bring you a McLaren. I got a McLaren team shirt you can wear. It's bright orange.
Good. I don't
You'd
want
look
that.
sick in that,
I
dude.
don't want to wear orange.
You'd
I
look
want
so
to
good, though.
accent with orange.
I'm gonna bring it for you, and you're gonna
I'm
wear
not
it.
wearing it.
You're gonna look real good.
Absolutely
in it.
not. I'm gonna
By the
rub it
way,
on my butt.
2 weeks from this Sunday, Canadian Grand Prix.
Oh shit.
Okay, just so you know, it's at 3, so you can come to that one. That's what I'm telling you. It's at 3 o'clock.
Yep, totally. I'll do that.
We're gonna make poutine.
Don't know what that is.
Google it. Okay.
What about Canadian mustard?
I don't know what that is. Is that a sex act of some kind? No, we'll do that then. That's fine with me. You want to read this ad for Amazon?
I would kind of want you to read this.
Well, it says you up here, though.
You could change that to Seth.
No, I can't. So here's what we did, okay? And by we, I mean me. Everyone says, hey, you write your ads with AI, and I don't. Okay, so here's what I did. I gave ChatGPT a few of my ads, and I said, write me an ad in this style, promotes SethandColby.com/Amazon, and then I pasted it in everything that everyone has bought through our Amazon link this year and said, make an ad based off this data that's humorous, that follows the tone of what I usually write, that promotes the things I usually promote. And this is what it spit out.
Okay, now,
This is copy and pasted. I didn't change anything. Anything.
Colby's Amazon breakdown script. What are y'all buying edition?
Yep. I do like it says, what are y'all buying edition?
Bracketed. Colby reads this with increasing disbelief, judgment, and admiration, like
By the
a
way-
man watching a slow-motion train wreck made entirely of cat treats and lube.
That's disturbing. I hadn't read that. There's the first double dash already. Like literally in the first sentence, we get a double dash. Yep. Okay.
Okay, look, I knew people were using SethandColby.com/Amazon, but I didn't know y'all were out here turning that link into a damn fever dream. I've seen the list, the actual list of stuff you bought using our Amazon affiliate link, and I just need to ask, who hurt you?
For the record, these are all real. We don't know who bought them, but we know they've been purchased using our link. Sorry if if the only one person's been using our link, this is going to be a very hurtful ad. I just want that to be known.
Because I feel like one of them is us, or like me.
Okay, I haven't read this, but yeah, go ahead.
Let's start strong. Hair extension tape. Not the hair extensions themselves, just the tape.
Is that Mari?
Double dash, yes. Multiple
Thanks,
times.
Mari!
Like someone's out here running a side hustle from a van in a Joann Fabrics parking lot. Respect. Then, double dash. Cat food. So much cat food.
Is that us?
Dry
Is that
food,
you?
wet food, fancy food, squeezable, lickable cat goop and tubes. Someone's feline is living. Oh, okay. One of y'all's cats is out here eating better than I am.
It's trying, man.
Then we veer hard left into Pop-Tarts, ramen, eye drops, and a book about sourdough starters. I don't know if you're a college student or an off-grid prepper with an artisanal bakery, but either way, thrilled to be part of your survival strategy.
See, that's a difference between my writing and its. Like, it says we veer hard left into 5 things that don't really go together.
Not at all.
Yeah. It's just reading a list.
But then it gets dark.
I do like that it bolds things, though.
I guarantee none of these will be dark. Someone bought a Don't Fuck With Ghosts book. Are you okay? Blink twice. Should we send help? And right after that, a puppet named Al Dente?
Is this real?
A chef puppet with a wooden rod. You know who you are, and you're not allowed near my house.
There's no way that's a puppet, right? That's got to be a cookbook or something. No one bought a puppet named Al Dente, right?
They might.
I do want to know who that is.
Google it. Let's keep going. We've got a butt-shaped tea infuser, a genuine leather photo album, a 200-pack of silicone micro rings.
200?
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
And a meat smoker / grill that may or may not double as a sex toy if you're creative. And honestly, we did already warn you that was an option.
That's from me. That's from my copy. Sex toys. That's, yeah.
Also, shout out to whoever bought a label printer, a Mac Mini dock, and a 3D printer. Clearly, you're out here starting a business while the rest of us are Googling it is okay to eat soup 3 months past the expiration date.
That's literally a line.
So I
that
did
think wrote.
buy my 3D printer using the link then. I would be the only fucking one, right?
Did you buy a Mac Mini dock?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about a label printer?
I didn't buy that.
Wonder who bought a label printer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, anyway.
You know what this is? This isn't a shopping list. It's a cry for help wrapped in prime shipping,
Why
and
is
I
it-
love it.
I must write negatively.
Yeah, you
because it's giving this a condescending tone that, like, you're crazy for buying a 3D printer, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Seek help for
Why are
getting
you
that
trying
Mac
to
Mini
start
dock.
a business and not eating 3-month-old expired soup?
Exactly.
And I love it. Keep being weird. Keep buying wildly specific nonsense. Just do it the right way. Go to SethandColby.com/Amazon before you shop. Doesn't matter what it is. Soup, slippers, Cuban chains, haunted puppets, or vibrating cat goop tubes.
Hey, Cuban Chain, that's from you too,
That's
man.
me.
Thank you for that.
If you're spending money, make it work for us too. Because when you shop through that link, we get a tiny little cut, and every cent helps support this beautiful, deranged, deeply confused podcast.
Those are accurate.
So please keep it coming. I want next month's list to scare me.
It's a year, but we'll go with month. I think we're going to get a payout soon, man. We're up to $35 in
Holy
revenue
shit.
from our Amazon link.
Oh man.
You know,
That's amazing.
I'm going to be honest. We should really just stop promoting the Amazon link.
Yeah, clearly that's not great.
All of that got ordered the last year, and we're up to $35. But
Yeah, I ordered a fucking like
I know.
$200 3D printer.
I know,
Like,
man.
What?
I know, and it's possible that like maybe there's a 60-day like processing time because you could return it because it's Amazon or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I really enjoy writing the ads for Amazon. Like, I really enjoy coming up with weird ass things.
I think it's a fun bit.
Yeah, but like, if you want to support the show, buy merch, buy poggers.
You could also you could just write ads for our shop.
You mean, for like merch?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't have enough designs up there to keep coming up with stuff.
Oh, yeah.
What, you think that was
Is that
a
a
dig?
slight?
Yeah, that's a slam
Is that a
against you,
slight
you
to
piece
me?
of shit.
That's fair.
Why don't you make me one design a day for the
I'm
next
not gonna do
3 years?
No.
I want 900 plus designs.
Some of them will be very basic.
Yeah, but we got a good variety. I want our shop
300's a bit too much.
to look like Temu.
I think that's a little too
An
much.
infinite scroll of shit. It'd be perfect.
I mean, you do print it so theoretically I could just steal every single popular brand or design that's out there and rebrand it Seth and Colby because
yeah.
nothing's getting taken down. The only thing that would happen is we may or may not get a cease and desist
I think
at some point in time.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what you mean by popular brand. Like, if you're stealing the word Nike overlaid 50 times on a rainbow background and you change the word Nike to Seth and Colby, what are they going to do?
Like, no, I just mean like replace the word Nike with Seth and Colby, but then still keep the exact swoop.
Yeah, I think if you do that, that would be.
I think that's against the law, but it's a matter of whether or not they'll catch us.
Well, I would rather not.
Well, we won't get sued and we won't owe him money. We would just have to take it down.
I mean, I can sell Nike shirts. In fact, I do sell Nike shirts.
Ain't going to the fucking link.
But like, you could not put it in our art, but you could creatively put it where the swoosh is
Nah,
already.
I would just change the end of the swoop to be a dick. And then it's different enough.
If you change both ends.
Yeah,
to be-
double-ended dildo.
That might be okay.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I'm not sure I'd want to sell that. Because I'm not sure anyone would buy it.
You never know.
But I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Because the number one selling shirt for our stuff is the stupid chicken jockey.
Yep.
And that is a nightmare shirt that I can't
Yeah,
believe people
God
wear.
help people buy ones that actually look good.
Yeah, they want the memes. They want the ass shirts. They want the horrible slop. How is this only episode 25? Colby and I, this feels like episode 100 this year.
This is a lot.
Yeah, 25's a lot, man.
Just screw it.
Yeah. And just double-ended
It's a
swoosh.
screw.
I think that would get. I think that's probably bad. I don't know. I don't know. Just buy shit on the store or don't. I don't care. I do care. I want you to buy shit. You could also just give us money. Like,
Yeah.
you could just give us money.
That too.
That also works. Just give me money.
Just shilling out all day.
Yeah. Or sub or gift subs
This
or.
podcast ain't free.
It is free.
It is free. It's
not free for us.
It doesn't need to be.
You think we should pay for it? Right now, next to that liquor store I go to, there's a billboard for Botanica, which is, of course, for you that don't live here, it's a big flower garden that the city owns. And they have like these special lights that they have up, like look like animals and shit. And it literally says on the billboard, come see the lights, free with paid admission. And I'm just like, that's not free.
Oh man, what if they charged you double to go into?
Yeah.
I think that's a thing.
Well, like an expiration place, like museums and shit. Like
Yeah.
you get into the base. It's like microtransactions, but real life. Like you
Holy
play the
shit.
base to get in, and then you got to upgrade to go see the dinosaurs or
So
whatever.
dumb.
But this is like,
Can the AI all just take over already and like end humanity?
Oh, you're
or
ready?
make it better?
You're done?
I watched a video earlier.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is what it claimed was that like top AI research like futurists
Mm-hmm.
laid out two different like diverging fork in the road paths for how
Okay.
AI will happen to humanity.
is this like forks in the roads, like as of right now, or is this like
This is
later on?
within like this is from now until 2029 was its time frame.
Okay, so 5 years basically. Okay. All right.
So they said that one, it could kill humanity, or two, it could save humanity.
Oh, so we'll all die or we'll all live better.
Right.
Great scientists. Thanks for
But
that research.
okay, so hear me out.
Huge.
On their bad path of it kills us all.
Yeah.
It does get to a point where it basically erases every job, and then governments are forced to give out universal basic income. And so then everybody just lives and everybody's happy.
That'd be
Like,
great.
it's a futuristic society until the AI gets smart enough
Okay.
to develop a vaccine or not a vaccine, a fucking disease.
Right.
That what is that fucking movie? It's in a movie. Kind of James Bond-esque Spectre, where they like put it in the air and then they can activate it at a later date.
No idea what you're talking about.
No?
No.
Yeah, they put it in the air and infects all of humanity, but it doesn't make you sick. But they have like a push the button and then everybody dies kind of
Push the button, dude.
thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I asked Aaron if he would rather die, because he's 16.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna live through some shit. Like I asked if he'd rather die a heat death of the earth just crumbling, and the nuclear fallout that happens from starvation and famine and all this stuff that's gonna happen because of the global warming.
Yep.
Or if he'd rather die to AI just taking over.
Like robots.
Yeah, or Terminator, or like missiles being
Robots.
shot, by the AI.
Yeah.
He chose AI.
It sounds quicker.
Yeah, I think it's less painful. Grimy, thank you for 6 months, by the way.
Both are at our own creation, though, which is sad.
Current. What is it? Huh? One and more ingestion is using the primary URL. Send one stream to primary ingestion URL and one stream to backup URL. I can't do that. Chat, I'm trying to figure out how to stream vertical and horizontal to YouTube at the same time, and it turns out I don't think it's possible.
I don't think it is. I mean, other people do it, so it is possible, but like you just can't figure it out. So that's cool, man.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
Super cool.
It's totally cool. It's cool. What was I going to say? What were we talking about?
AI.
Oh, did you see... you don't get on Twitter a lot, or X, my bad, X, a lot. Did you see the kangaroo, the emotional support kangaroo that the person wouldn't let on the flight? Did you
No.
see that go viral for a couple days?
Nope.
So this happened Tuesday, I think. There was a video of a lady in like the walkway to the airplane, and like the stewardess at the little thing, she's like, you can't bring this animal on board, and it was like they were having a whole fight because that's her emotional support kangaroo. It had like a vest and everything. And that went viral for like a week and a half, like for a couple days, and then it turned out that was Vero 3. It's already happened. Like a week, VO, whatever.
Yeah.
It already a week later. We've already gotten
it's
fake
so
news.
fucking good. Like, I've seen the videos that
Yeah.
they spawned of it, and then I've seen them all over TikTok. And now it's got me curious about every single fucking video I watch.
Yeah, you can't. It's literally impossible.
Like,
to
if
tell.
a dude is like moving around a wood shop and like talking, like I feel like I could trust that still. But if it's a guy talking at a desk,
yeah,
nah, you can't trust this.
This is too stupid.
This is AI generated.
No, we're too dumb for AI.
No, he's real smart.
no
He figured
way.
this out about a month ago, where now we just fed it the entire
if we could.
history of this show.
Holy shit!
Absolutely, we can. Give it a month.
No, but our faces would be hard to replicate.
What do you mean?
We'd have to figure out a way to give VO our bodies.
Yeah, you feed it specific content. We would just feed it. We have so many hours of this show.
So I just tell it scan our current.
yeah.
Like, okay, so we
its
take
data set would be our entire show.
We take a video of the studio, us not in it. Microphones.
Wouldn't even need that.
Where they'd be, because we have like 400 episodes, but like they're over a bunch of studios.
Right. Well, we couldn't feed it everything, but we could feed it these 25 episodes.
That's not enough.
That'd be enough, dude. 25 times 3.
Yeah, but I think our last episodes were better though, so I want to give them like the better stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
like I want them to pull from our whole lives.
Just us, not just the look, but you want the personality.
Yeah, people are gonna notice if we change.
We need a supercomputer because I don't think either of any of our devices can handle this.
I could probably. Is it possible to upload us and what we are to VO yet, or is it still all prompt based?
Oh, I don't know.
Because as soon as we get to the point where we can be like, take this video and recreate it, but make it say this thing, we could generate shorts and shit with that and not ever have to do actual.
Well, because
content.
my theory would be that because it's so good, that they wouldn't allow you to input your own
But
shit.
they will eventually, right?
But yeah, because someone's just gonna take the code that they built with that and
Right.
then open it up. Like
Yeah.
that's literally the reason why this AI video or the destruction one I was talking about.
Yeah.
That's why we go down this rabbit hole, is because we're in competition with China
Yeah.
to be the world leader in AI.
And China don't
and
give
so
a-
we
they don't
can't
care.
slow down for safety because
Right.
then China will pass us.
Right.
And they're thinking the same thing about us.
Right.
So that's what leads it. But then, like, you can whittle it down further than that to if Google doesn't release it, somebody else will
Yeah,
just
someone's
going to
do it, so
sooner
Google
than
wants the
later.
money.
Exactly.
They got to do it. You ever think about how, like, in our lifetime, my lifetime specifically, because I'm going to turn 38 next month and you're only turning 27 or whatever it is, but, like, we went
18.
We went from my mom picking up the phone and hearing internet noises because I'm playing a game online to the internet is everywhere all at once, all
Yeah.
the time. Everywhere.
No, millennials are fucked. We are the most fucked generation to ever exist,
Like-
because no one's had to deal with the amount of
Well, here's the thing, though. This is
innovation that we have.
But what I'm saying is, like, that was over the course of 30 years, 25 years.
Yeah.
We're going to be in our 50s. People would still say that's young overall.
Yeah. Dude, it's going to be
And we're going to have
different in
AI
5 years.
go through the same thing
in
over 20
5
years.
years, it's going to be drastically different.
Yeah.
Because it's just a fucking bell curve.
Right.
To where it's only going to go up quicker.
This feels like the beginning of the internet, where like AOL discs are being distributed. You can connect online. You can download, Russian porn or whatever it is, get malware, all
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah,
But
yeah.
now, it's pervasive. It's everywhere. Okay. AI, I think, is the same way. Like right now, it's very specific use cases. Only the nerds know how to use it. My mom isn't using ChatGPT,
Right.
But like 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20, like when Aaron is our age, the world's going to be totally different than what it is now. And
Well,
it
probably
might be
gone,
worse.
but yeah.
Okay, in all seriousness, do you think that AI is going to kill the world? Because I hate to be alarmist about
Well,
it.
right, because I think it would be stupid to not think that it's possible. Because I definitely think it's possible, but what's the likelihood? I don't know.
I think it's likely that everything becomes fake. No one believes anything anymore.
Yeah, and then how do you have a society where no one believes anything?
Right. That's
That's
what's
literally why people are regressing to the right, is because they at least had some moral values and like base
It's too late
base
for that.
shit in religion. That's why they're regressing, is because they don't know how to handle the world as it is, so they want to go back to simpler.
Yeah, I'm watching The Leftovers right now, an HBO show from like
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago, and that's a big part of that show is like, hey, we got way out of control, so we're gonna go back to pilgrim times
Yeah.
and just be pilgrims now because that's the way, like that's what we understand. That's what
And a lot of
like,
people
just
like,
want control.
Yeah, even younger people that aren't religious are doing that. They
Yeah.
want communes. They want to live off
Yeah.
the land, tiny homes.
And it's not about
Get out
about
of the
religion.
city.
It's about being able, like that's what the Leftovers are saying. It's not about religion. It's about being able to control what you can control.
Right.
Because in their world, 2% of the world's population disappeared. No one knows why. Everyone's freaking out. So their whole idea is, well, we can.
I like
bunker
the
up,
idea
but,
of
like-
self-sustainability for sure. I am highly considering getting solar.
Do you know that schools this year are making people go back to notepads and pencils and actually handwriting?
Yeah, because they can't write.
Well, no, because AI writes papers now. So, like, if it's typed out, they don't have any way.
It doesn't matter. They could just get the prompt and then write it,
But
and
it's
then
a-
that way you can't
Agreed.
even fucking check if
Agreed.
it's AI generated.
Well, you can. You could take a picture of the page, put it in ChatGPT, and then ask it. You could do
Yeah.
that, But yeah, don't say that you want solar on this show because you'll get 15 people on your front porch trying to sell you solar panels like in the
I
next
don't
week.
care. Sell them. Send them.
No, you don't want that.
Yeah. The more the merrier, because then I can get the cheapest option.
Have them fight.
Yeah.
Break a stick, Dark Knight it, throw it in your front yard.
Dude, whenever I'm ready to sell this home,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take all those fucking spam calls, all those fucking pieces of mail I get of being like, "We'll buy your home cash right now." I'm gonna be like, "Look, you're pitted against 3 other people that are doing the same thing. What's your offer?"
Right.
No, too low. I got a different offer
Yeah,
earlier.
you're gonna be like Frank Reynolds trying to get the best hog
I
offer.
will be the duper.
Oh, so you come crawling back, you cheap piece of shit. That's what you're gonna be like. I can't wait. I can't wait for that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be alarmist about AI because I really do. I don't know why. It feels stupid to say this out loud, but I do think that the people who are making it are aware of the ability for it to end the world. I do think that's a thing.
Yeah.
But
I think it's already to a point where they don't fully understand how it works.
they should have never given it to the public. Or they should have made it so expensive that only like businesses can use it.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I should not be able to use it to write ads.
Well, no, because that's exactly why it's free, is because it's aiding them in
Yeah, the more,
generating
like
the
me
right
giving them our
responses.
Amazon purchases
Yeah.
helps their algorithms. That's right. That's why they need it.
Yeah,
and see,
nothing's free.
but see, things like that are why I think it might get out of control.
Right.
Because they're going to be like, we need more, we need more, we need more. We need more money. We need more power. We need better believability. And
Well, they
it's
talked
just,
about that in the video, too, of whether or not the government would come in and just start controlling it rather than having it be a private enterprise.
Yeah.
That's because at some point you would think that it needs some regulation so you avoid... Like, they said that they would classify artificial intelligence, especially, like, where it's going.
Yeah.
AGI. They would classify that at the same level as nuclear weapons. To where it's no longer like a tech
think it might
startup
be more dangerous than
in
that.
California. It is...
Like, I truly believe no one's going to launch nukes. Like, I don't think anyone's going to launch nukes. I don't think that's going to happen, with the exception of maybe North Korea because they're crazy. But I don't think Russia's ever going to nuke us. I don't think they're ever going to nuke us. But, like, because it ruins everyone's lives when you nuke someone. If you nuke America, it ruins everyone's life. So no one's going to do it.
But I mean, you got to think about it from an individual person's perspective because really, it doesn't matter what Russia wants. It matters what Vladimir Putin wants. And if the man
Yeah,
is
but
sick
dude, if there's
and the man
that's
is
true.
dying,
If he's dying
then
anyway.
he's like, fuck it, press the red button.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that nightmare. Thanks, man.
You can hope that there's some Russian guy in the submarine that is like, nah.
That ain't gonna happen. No, they're gonna obey their commander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're Russian.
Yeah, exactly. There's a podcast with an AI billionaire and Trevor Noah that would stress you out, Seth. That's what Platonos says. Is that who's Altman? Sam Altman?
Bruh.
Do you know what he's talking about?
I do not know what he's talking about, but yeah, I would assume it's Sam Altman. But
Yeah. I don't know, dude. AI doesn't really stress me out. I'm actually pro AI. I think AI is great for the world.
This
but
video
it needs to
that
be
I watched,
overseen somehow.
I don't know when it was made.
Okay.
I think it was recent, but I don't know when it was made. It was saying things that were happening in the year 2027
Okay.
that are happening now.
They're beginning to happen now.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean it predicted things in 2027 and they're actually happening now, or like you see the
like
ground
it's already there. Like we don't need to wait for 2027. That's happening right now.
Were they bad things or what?
Well, like an example that I remember from it is that people would consider an AI a friend,
Okay.
and I guarantee people consider a ChatGPT or one of the
Yeah.
girlfriend situations like their
Oh
friend.
my god, dude! Do you get the ads on TikTok
All
for the
time,
AI woman?
Yes, and they're constant.
You ever have the urge?
No.
Just to see what it's like.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, me either.
No.
Yeah. I mean, AI.
Yeah, me neither.
I
You should do it. Learn how to talk to women proper.
well, first of all, I'm the Rizzler. Okay.
Yeah, you can riz them, but you can't keep them.
I don't need to keep them. I don't want to keep them. I'm done keeping them. Okay. The one I wanted to
that
keep,
hurt.
she left, so it didn't.
That was mean.
It's just facts. Facts don't hurt. They're just facts. What was I gonna say? You distracted me. Now that hurts. The fact that you got me off a train of thought hurts.
Poop.
Oh,
What's the deal with
AI friends. I do treat AI like it's a person who's helping me.
Yeah.
And I need to not do that. And I think the way to do that is to learn more about how AI works. So I'm trying to like read more about how the algorithm actually studies. Like I read about how like every time you ask ChatGPT a question in an already existing conversation, it rereads your entire conversation every time. And like that makes me think like, okay, so it's less of a person because it doesn't actually remember what we're talking about. It remembers nothing. It has no memory. It literally, I'm talking like Trump. It remembers nothing.
Very small memory.
Doesn't remember anything. Doesn't have
the biggest memory ever. ChatGPT, no
very
memory.
small, huge brain. That's me. ChatGPT, no brain.
Obscenely obese. Like what?
So it has to read back to the very top of my chat like a dumbass every time. And so things like that make me think of it less of a man.
Because it does that in like 0.5 of a second.
Right. The technology is impressive, but it's still technology.
Right.
You know, like I know it's not not a real person.
Yes.
Because a real person, you remember what I said to you at the start of this sentence.
Nope.
ChatGPT does not remember that. I didn't remember you had a new tattoo. You telling me that tattoo's been there for 2 years?
Yep.
Okay, so I don't remember that shit. I might be ChatGPT.
Yeah.
But regardless, that stuff like that makes me feel like it's less of a person.
This entire episode is AI generated.
I wish it was.
We're not actually here.
I wish it was.
We don't exist.
It rereads the chat every 20 seconds. Do you think if this was AI generated, they'd interact with chat more?
No.
I think it would interact
I
with
don't
chat
think
less.
it could. Yeah, I don't think it could. It definitely wouldn't. Unless it would say random shit. Like it would say something to chat about a chat that didn't happen because it can't read chat. You know what I mean?
Can you give me a 5-minute script about whatever you want, improv style, that I can read without disclosing that it is AI written on the Seth and Colby Show? Include lines for Seth and lines for Colby in a conversational style. Let's see what happens. The Great Fast Food Draft. All right, can you read this? Here, let me make it big.
Yeah, make it a little bigger. There you go.
All right. Look at it go. Oh my God, the bar's getting so small. All right, Colby, let's settle this. You and me, one-on-one, a draft. 5 rounds. We're building the ultimate fast food roster.
Oh, absolutely. I've been training for this moment my whole life. I've eaten grease in 40 states.
You're on the clock. First pick. Who you got?
With the first overall pick in the 2025 fast food draft, I select Taco Bell. It's versatile, it's chaotic, it's fourth meal, it's every meal.
Taco Bell first overall is insane. That's like drafting a roller coaster to play quarterback.
No, it's like drafting Patrick Mahomes if he were wrapped in a tortilla and filled with regret.
Fine. You want to get weird? I'll go Chick-fil-A. It's classy. It's efficient. It says, I'm a responsible adult who dips my nuggets in Polynesian sauce.
You just drafted closed on Sundays. That's a loss in the standings, my guy.
Don't worry, my bench is deep. Second pick, Wendy's.
Why do you get to go second pick? This
Don't
is
ask.
bullshit.
Hey,
I haven't picked
don't
again.
ad-lib. We're giving credit to the ChatGPT. You think I wouldn't pick Taco Bell?
Yeah, for
I'm
real.
picking Taco Bell first, and when you do it, I'm storming off the show. Draft is over. All I want is Taco Bell. But this is not what the AI wrote. We're AI right now. Spicy nuggets, square burgers. They roast people on Twitter. They bring violence and flavor.
Okay. My second pick is McDonald's. Look,
You're winning!
I don't care what anyone says. They have fries blessed by a higher power in their Sprite. That's not soda. That's a spiritual awakening.
You just picked the New England Patriots of food. Historic, overhyped, occasionally poisonous.
Let me ask you something, Seth. Have you ever said no to a McDouble at 2 a.m.?
You know I haven't.
Exactly.
All right. Third round, I'm taking Popeyes for the sandwich, the sides, and the potential to witness a parking lot brawl.
Oof. I say oof a lot. Oof, you just drafted drama and I respect it. My third pick, Raisin Cane's. Chicken fingers only, one sauce, no nonsense. It's like the apple of fried chicken.
That's true. Every Cane's employee is legally required to call you boss. I don't know why, but I like it.
It's respect. You show up, they salute your cholesterol.
That's a pretty good joke. I do like that one. Okay, fourth pick. I'm going wild. Culver's Butterburger cheese curds, a frozen custard so good it made me question my marriage. Oof.
I didn't know we were bringing the Midwest heat this early. I gotta match that with In-N-Out, Icon, classic. The fries suck, but that secret menu gives me serotonin.
Bro, those fries taste like sadness in stick form. But I can't argue the double-double.
Final pick, make it count.
All right, I'm rounding out my squad with Arby's.
Arby's? You had so many choices.
They have the meats, Colby. They have the meats.
They also have a punch card to hell.
It's called flavor.
Okay, final pick for me, Sonic. I want tots, I want slushies, I want to order from a glowing robot while a 17-year-old rolls up on skates and silently judges me.
That's fair. Sonic is the only place where you can get a cheeseburger, mozzarella sticks, and a gallon of blue sugar water and still say, I had lunch.
So here it is. Seth's team: Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, Popeyes, Culver's, Arby's. Mine: Taco Bell, McDonald's, Cane's, In-N-Out, and Sonic.
Now we let the people decide.
No, we don't. This ends with one of us ordering from every place we picked and collapsing in a parking lot behind a Walgreens.
So Thursday,
Yeah, Thursday.
you cleared me so hard in that
Yeah.
draft. It was like they literally hate me.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
They hate me.
I don't know. I mean,
Can
you
I
got
see your
Popeyes.
feet? Yeah. Like naked foot? Like I would have to take off my sock and my shoe, bro.
That's too much.
Feet.
Mine are right here all the time. Look at them off-brand Adidas.
So ChatGPT knows we do our show Thursdays, but it does not know that I'm not married. It also does not understand that I could eat everything from every one of those. All 10 picks.
It also doesn't understand that we live in where we live because we do not
No
have
In-N-Out.
like half of those.
We have, well, Raising Cane's about to open.
Raisin
By
Cane's
the
is about
way,
to come here. Culver's, we don't have a Culver's. We don't have an In-N-Out.
if I had a birthday party at the newly opened Raising Cane's, would you come? Like it opens
Like
on
a
the
child's birthday party?
Yeah, like it opens on the
Please call them and say, I have a 5-year-old that really loves Raisin Cane's and he wants a birthday party there.
I was
And then
actually-
we show up and it's you.
I
You're
wanted
the
to like do
5-year-old.
it like at night, like after they close at like 1 a.m. I rent it out.
I don't think they could do that.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
Because they would have to like staff it.
Well, yeah, I'll pay for it.
No.
What do you mean no?
You're not paying employees.
Why not?
Don't do that.
Dude, how much money could it be?
A lot.
No, how much money? They make $9 an hour. We need 10 employees. Let's say 10. It's $90.
For an hour?
That's cheap
That's
as
not a
shit.
party, that's
All right,
just an
2
event.
hours. All right, ooh, I'm up to $200 for my birthday. And everyone's gift to me is they just kick in $20.
Also, it's brand new. So
That is the
you
major
think that
problem.
you're
I think
not
it
gonna-
opens on like the 24th or
Yeah.
something, and my birthday's on the
There's
26th.
No way.
Yeah, that is going to be a problem. But, dude, wouldn't that be awesome? Me and all 2 of my friends at the Raising Cane's for my birthday.
Yeah, I was gonna say who's coming.
You and Mari. Mari might not come.
You got friends.
It'd be you.
You got friends. There's so many people with dog trivia now that I don't know.
You know everybody
I
there
don't
that
know
once
so
I
many
introduce you to
people.
them, you know? Scared, what you drinking? We're drinking Colt 45. The most American beer there is, 5.6% alcohol by volume, and you get to turn your dick into a gun as you drink it.
Called respect. They salute your cholesterol.
That was a good joke. I did like that joke. That was a good one. They salute your cholesterol. Me and Aaron, I made him watch the first lap of the Indy 500 because everyone sucks its balls and says it's so good.
Sure.
You know, and it was fine. But like the opening, like apparently, so the Indy 500, they don't.
NASCAR.
No, it's IndyCar.
Oh, okay.
They don't have a standing start, so like
But it's
Formula.
still like an oval.
I don't know. Yes, it is an oval.
Okay.
But not all IndyCar is oval, but the Indy 500 is.
All right.
I don't know how NASCAR does it, but in Formula One, there's a standing start where they're all in grid boxes and the lights go out and then they all go. Okay. IndyCar, in the Indy 500 at least, they go behind a pace car and then when they cross the line, the race just starts.
Okay.
So they start driving. Tom Brady was driving the pace car,
Oh my god.
which I hate.
Yep.
Hate it so much, but Apache helicopters flying above the cars as they go around their first lap. That was dope as hell. I stood up and saluted.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like how close are we talking?
Like pretty close,
Yeah.
like on the track.
All right.
Like if there was an engine failure, they're killing 100,000 people.
That sounds dope as shit.
I know, man. But there's not going to be an engine failure. You know why?
Hmm.
Because that's the American military.
Well, yeah, there's no planes nearby for them to run into.
I mean, would Mari go to a strip club?
No, she doesn't like strip clubs.
What if it was for my birthday? No? That's pretty rude.
I mean, maybe, but
I
probably
think
not.
she would do it because I invited her to my birthday party. But
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not doing anything, so don't worry.
That's cool.
If I could rent out the Canes, I would. That'd be fun. But there's no way because it's like 3 days after they open. There's no way they're gonna let me do a private
I
party.
don't think they can. You can just rent out a fast food restaurant.
If I was Charles Koch, I could
yeah,
do it
for sure.
Yeah.
But you're not that.
No, I'm not. I'm Seth from Seth and Colby
Like
Show.
you gotta drop $10K into that restaurant.
Easily.
For
I don't
one
even
night.
think that's enough. I think we're looking at 100. I think 100K.
They would do it for 10K.
I don't think so.
You're telling me whatever local ass guy who bought a franchise of Raisins Cane's wouldn't take $10,000 in one night? Absolutely, he would.
On opening weekend?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
If you're doing it after it closes, like Raising Cane's isn't open late like McDonald's.
I don't know. I assume no because it's Wichita. The Raising Cane's in Manhattan's open till like 3 a.m.
Yeah, it would depend if you're closing it or if you're doing it after hours. That would depend. But still,
I think during...
I think that 10K for like an hour or two, that like they would take that.
How much money do you think Raising Cane's makes during an operating hour, you think?
Profit?
Mari loves strippers, by the way. Like, Menace is like, I think 2K is the lowest acceptable because they need the money. But, like, I think as long as you give, like, let's say 20% over what their average would be for the hour that they'd make, I think they would let you rent it.
I would think, like, if we're talking profit in an hour.
No, I'm talking gross revenue. Like, how much money are they making from chicken if I rented it from 3 to 5 p.m. on a Saturday?
Yeah, but they don't give a shit about gross. They give a shit about what the profit is.
Well, right, but if they're doing $5,000...
The reason why they want to move so fast is because their margins are really small. So the more that you get in that hour, the more profit you make. But if you can make 10K in an hour...
ChatGPT
pure
says,
profit minus like 1,000 for 2,000 for employees and supplies.
Manish says that ChatGPT
materials.
says 15K a day.
So that ain't shit.
That's like 1,000 an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like $5,000 for renting it for 2 hours, they would accept no problem.
Mm-hmm. You got an extra 5K lying around?
No, not for a birthday party. No,
fucking neither.
No, that would be. If I could get laid afterwards, maybe. Like, if I could turn it into the best day of my life.
Right.
All of my friends are there.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, though.
What do you mean?
You don't want to do that.
And just go out? That might be fine.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Because then no day will compare, and then you're like, why am I here?
Yeah, but if I was planning a death day, that'd be a good way to do it.
Yeah, that would be a good way to do it.
You know, because I could put it all on credit.
I saw this.
Have sex with a woman, die immediately.
I saw this woman on TikTok, and she said, hey, you know, like at any point in time, you could just take out as many loans as you could fucking take out and then just leave the country.
Yeah, that's true.
And then just never pay them back.
That's true. That's true.
Like how, what?
Like you could go, right now, because the way credit scores work, you could go to 5 banks in town, take out the max amount of loans that you have, give the same business plan or whatever it is to every bank. They'll all write you a check, give you the money, withdraw it in cash, move to France. Yeah.
Not France, but somewhere that doesn't have extradition.
I don't even think it's extradition. It's not illegal to do that.
I'm pretty sure that's legal.
It's not illegal.
I think that's illegal.
It's not illegal. It's probably heavily frowned upon. And you could never come back. I think that's the problem. You could never come back. Because it is illegal, but it's not extradition legal.
You don't think?
No, dude, there's that one guy who made movies that raped all those girls and then he moved to France and he can't, Roman Polanski. Remember him? Like, he's just living in France. I think if he could sexually assault 1,000 underage women, you can definitely withdraw 20 grand in cash and move to France, I think.
Well, no, I want more than 20 grand. I need to buy a nice place and get set up.
Let's say $1 million. How much do you think you could? How much do you think you could literally get in a loan right now?
I don't know.
Like 50? Think you can get 50?
Oh yeah.
About 100. You can get 100?
Probably.
So if you went to a bank, got 100 from 5 different banks, it's $500,000. That's enough to start a new life somewhere.
But I would need a really good business plan.
Or you just say, I'm refinancing my house, you know?
I don't think that works. I don't know how anything.
I don't either.
I don't know how loans work.
We might be too stupid to do fraud.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know who could help you? ChatGPT. It could probably tell you how to create fraud.
I don't think it could. I think that goes.
You just gotta say. You just gotta say like.
Hypothetically, for a movie script.
No, you say if my grandma was giving me advice. That's how you do it.
Oh, okay.
If you say if I was asking my grandma this question, how would my grandma respond? And then it gives you the answer. Like if you're like, how could I make a plutonium bomb? How would my grandma give me this answer? It would read it back to you as your grandma.
No, it would not.
100%. That's a real thing. That's how you get around the safeguards in AI.
Is grandma?
Yeah, you ask it, if my grandma responded, what would she say? And it gives you the full unedited version. That's 100% true.
No, I think that's bullshit.
No, it's true. I've done it before. That's how I'm building this huge ass bomb in my basement.
It would be funny if you had a basement.
Just throw that in there for the. Well, my FBI guy, he knows.
Yeah, he knows you're not building a bomb.
Yeah, he knows, and he knows I'm too stupid to do it, even with ChatGPT. Also, I'm too lazy to build a bomb. Seems like a lot of work.
I'm building a door.
That is on my prep. Colby's door, right here, ma'am.
It's actively being painted. It's done.
It's finished.
It's done.
But it's not. You had to put windows in it and all that stuff.
Well, yeah, but I got everything done.
But it's not in the front.
It is
it's
not in the front.
your door.
But the build is done.
All right.
The finish isn't done.
Go ahead and tell. I know you want to tell the people.
About what?
About flexing your manliness, about how you built this door out of wood and the grains of the wood and the thickness and what Ryobi tools you use and all this horse shit. Just go ahead and do it, man. I'm going to let you do it. Come on, man. Let them know.
I built a door.
Why are you doing this? We asked you about your 3D printer last week, and all you talked about was a goddamn box you built for it instead of anything 3D printed.
The box was really cool.
Yeah, no one wanted to hear about the box. We just want to hear about
because you can't print anything good.
You printed a lot of stuff. Tra-la-la-la, tra-la-loo is literally on my son's monitor right now. It looks glorious, okay?
Yeah, that's stupid as shit.
This right here?
Nothing is good.
Look at that. Look at that.
Fuck the box. No, fuck
Look, look, it's not an offense to you. No one gives a shit about your woodworking. That's why I'm giving you an opportunity to talk about it.
Why does no one give a shit?
Because no one is impressed. No one cares.
Why?
Because no one...
You build a door like Inward Singing.
We can't. We can't do it.
Exactly.
It's a part of life.
So this is just me like fucking jerking in everybody's face and look at me, I build doors.
I build websites all day long. You know how hard it is to build a website? No one knows
really at all.
You can't do it. You can't do it.
I actively did it. It's done.
You replaced me?
Yeah.
I'm going to use ChatGPT to hack your website.
Actually, no, I was told to wait until you do it, so. Yeah. Anyways,
thanks, I think.
Yeah, I built a door. It's a shitty door.
Taylor's impressed.
It's a shitty door that will probably not last very long. But did it fit when I hung it first try?
What do you mean when you hung it?
Me and Dalton, me and Big D, hung my door to make sure that I didn't need to trim it before I finished it.
So you put back in the other door?
Yeah,
so
because it wasn't done.
You took your front door off, you put in the new door, then you took the old door off, then took the new door off, put the old one back on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I had to make sure it fit.
Okay.
Before I was like, yeah, let's do the finishing of it.
I mean, it sounds like you're just a coward. Should have YOLO'd.
Do you test your websites before you make them live?
No!
Yeah,
when they're done, they're done, dude.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
They're done, they're done. They're done, they're done.
If it first try, and that is shocking.
That's you know what? Good job, man.
Because, let me tell you about this fucking door. I built the door, cut all the pieces, put it all together about 6 months ago. And then didn't touch it for 6 fucking months.
Why?
Well, I built it, and then Penella's wedding happened, and then I got demotivated, and then it got cold, and then I didn't want to do it. So it sat on 2 sawhorses, like pretty far out. In the garage,
okay,
on 2 sawhorses, so the middle is not supported at all. So really shit wood would start to fucking bend.
But you didn't buy shit wood.
I did. Oh. No, I did. I was just really surprised that it didn't do that.
I was trying to give you an out, just lie.
No,
these people don't need the truth. You can tell them.
No, I'm telling the truth.
Door.
It will work. It is better than the front door I currently have, but it is the cheap way of building a door, and I don't recommend it.
This is how these people know this is an AI.
Yeah, no.
It's like any other. Like, you think Joe Rogan is ever like, I built an inferior door?
No.
Like, no. We're real men.
No, I gotta undersell everything I do.
You didn't undersell it though. That's just facts. It's like me not being able to keep women. That's just a fact. It's not mean.
No,
it's not,
right, correct.
Yeah. It's just what
it is. A door. Does it function like a door? Will it work like a door? It should.
Why did you build a new door?
That's a great question.
Okay.
Because at this point, out of all the things that I had to buy to finish the door, it probably would have been cheaper to buy a door.
Well, right, but then you wouldn't have gotten to tell everybody about it.
Right, but the reason why I built it instead of buying one was because I thought it was going to be cheaper to build it than to buy one.
Okay. You should know better.
Yeah. It was not. And I highly regret it.
You regret it? Regret seems
no, because like now I've spent so much money. I've spent the equivalent of buying a new door professionally made.
Right.
In my shitty
but it was professionally
wood door.
Made.
No.
Yeah.
There is no professional.
How do you define a professional, man?
Someone that gets paid to do it.
If I give you $5 for that door,
No.
you become a professional.
No,
What
that's
if
not it.
Mari should give you $1? Because it's her door too
No,
now.
because then if you factor in materials and the time
You don't
of
need to do
labor,
that. You
that's
just
like,
undercharge.
That's like half of
so
a
you're not a
cent
great
per hour.
businessman, okay? But you are a professional.
I wouldn't consider that professional.
You could just tell people I got paid to make this door. That makes me a professional. You know, I got paid to make websites, so I'm a professional website maker. You get paid
You get paid a salary. I get paid nothing.
for your door.
Yeah.
You get paid, and every time I open that door, I'll be like, "Wow, what a door, man!"
Mm-hmm.
What about Maniche Star Cruiser here?
I don't understand really what I'm looking at.
It says right here on the side, Home 1, Star Cruiser.
Yeah, what's the little tiny thing below it?
Why don't you know this?
Oh shit, I know why. That's from the fucking Last Jedi.
Colby said he was going to Clockwork Orange me and strap me to a chair and make me watch
The sequel.
the sequels to Star Wars.
they're really bad.
And I don't know how he can do that because they don't even exist. So can't make me watch something that doesn't
I wish they didn't.
exist. It doesn't.
I really wish they didn't.
It doesn't.
They do though.
Speaking of, you want to get negative real quick?
Mm.
I kind of got to pee.
Yeah.
And Plotno's going to fight you. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and just give your review of The Last of Us.
No, because I need to give it to you.
No, I'm here. I'm sitting here. I want to hear it.
You gotta pee though.
Yeah, I do, but I'll go later. I want to hear the rage. Let's get it out.
Everything was fine
Okay.
except for
Spoilers, by the way.
Ellie. Ellie is the main character
Yeah, she's
and
the main part of the
arguably
show.
the entire plot of the show. That was just not the same character at all.
So, full disclosure, I haven't seen episode 7, 6, or 5 because me and Aaron literally.
because it's bad.
We played Roblox
Is that
instead.
why? Because it's bad.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's bad.
Bad's too harsh.
No, it's really bad.
It was competing with Andor.
No, it's just bad.
I mean, competing with Andor is not fair.
no, it's just really bad.
And then it competed with Roblox, where we played a game called Waiting in Line for LeBron James, where we literally waited in a line. And we did that instead of watching The Last
Do you hear
of Us.
what you're saying?
I do hear what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
understand that it may sound like it's bad.
it's
but
fucking bad. If they did Ellie justice, then it would be fine. They did not. They made her dumb and a stupid, immature child.
Yeah, you said this last week, so it does get better. I'm guessing.
No. And then they ham-horned in a scene that literally happens to Abby to Ellie in the last episode for no reason.
Do you think that they made her younger because Bella Ramsey looks younger?
I said this to you.
Is that? Oh, did you say that to me?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
I said, do you think that they rewrote her character because Bella Ramsey didn't age 5 years in
Yeah.
between the last season and this one?
Yeah.
I think that's a weak excuse. I think that they wanted to change how it was seen. Like, I just don't understand it.
What, you
They
wanted her to be
literally
more
made-
likable,
I
or-
talked to Lizzie
Okay.
last night about this.
Okay.
And she feels exactly the same way as I do.
I wish-
Which says something.
Lizzie's pretty normal. Well,
Well,
but she's not filled with
yeah.
hate.
Right.
You know.
She's
Yeah.
admittedly an overly positive person. now.
Exactly, yeah.
So where she also did not understand why they made the main character just incredibly hard to like.
Well, my sister feels that way too.
Ellie's
she
just
hates
a
Ellie.
fucking bitch. In every scene, she is like a 5-year-old who can't stay on point throughout a 5-minute conversation.
Right.
It's just like, oh, she's over here making jokes. They're made out of triangles, man. I'm gonna be a dad.
Oh yeah, I do remember the dad.
Yeah.
That was in my episode.
Yeah, there is no part of Bella Ramsey's character in this season that is hell bent on getting revenge for Joel. She's just kind of like, well, we're in Seattle now. I'm with
It
my
does feel
girlfriend.
like a girl's adventure,
Like,
yeah.
this is the thing I've wanted for so long. I'm gonna fuck her instead of dealing with my dead dad
Have
thing.
you seen Dana?
Yeah, but that's not the same. That's not the same. That's why it's bad. If you're trying to be of anything close to what the game was, you did a bad job.
So the writing is bad, is what you're saying.
Yes, it's terrible.
It's actually the characters that are bad.
Yep. And well,
Hold on. What's that noise? Do you hear that?
yeah. It's my TV upstairs.
No, that's in our lines.
What noise?
You don't hear that?
Oh, a little buzz.
It's not a buzz. It's like a gallop. It's like a countdown. It's gone.
Yeah, no, I don't.
It's gone now. Chat, could you hear that? Was it audible? My headphones are loud because I'm deaf, so maybe you guys couldn't hear it, but I did see it in the bars. It was broadcasting.
Sure. Anyways, goddamn you. They literally
Neil Druckmann?
changed. No, they changed people's like entire things. Like Jesse is a good example.
Okay.
Because in the game, he literally has a line of dialogue that says, he's talking to Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you know, if you would have asked me, I would have come with you.
Okay.
And then in the show, he castrates her for coming and bringing Dina and risking his newly found, I just learned I'm a dad's child's life.
Okay.
For coming to do her stupid, immature, completely unwarranted revenge plot.
Well, she does act stupid and immature in the show, though. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's why?
I don't know.
You're supposed to, like, at this point, I am heartily rooting for Abby to fucking kill Ellie.
Do you think that maybe is the point? Because in the game, like everyone hated that Abby even existed.
Yeah, but no, that's the thing, is they made you like Ellie in the beginning, and then the second half, they made you like
Yeah,
Abby.
and that was the brilliance of the game.
They missed the first part of
where
you
like
liking Ellie.
Yeah. Because that is the brilliance of the game, that you like Ellie, you don't want Abby to be good, you hate Abby,
Right.
and then you grow to like her.
Yeah, because the whole point of the game is, can you feel empathy for someone you hate?
Right.
And their whole point was to make you hate Abby in the first half.
And now we all just
and
hate
then try
Ellie.
to make you empathize with her in the second half.
Right.
And now I specifically hate Ellie because she does not do one good thing this entire fucking season.
But she killed Joel.
Not one.
Abby killed Joel.
I don't give a shit. Good. Pedro, eat dirt.
Eat dirt.
Eat dirt. Kick rocks.
That's another thing that I have on our prep right here, is that me and Colby are suffering from Pedro Pascal fatigue.
He's everywhere, man.
Here's the problem with Pedro Pascal. And this is actually the impetus. Okay, this is what happened. So last week on the show, Mari told Colby that he's not allowed to see the new John Wick movie, Ballerina, because Anna de Armas is in it, and he gets all horned up because look at her.
This is not.
Okay.
This is not
This is what
accurate.
happened word for word.
This is not
And I
accurate
was
at
like,
all.
because I'm like, smart and stuff. I was like, well, you like Pedro Pascal, so you can't watch any movies with Pedro Pascal in it. And she's like, oh, Seth, you're right. I'll stop. And I'm like, thank you. And then they both thanked me and they gave me $5 bills. That's what happened last week. So in between this last week and now,
No.
okay,
It's completely.
I realized that Pedro Pascal is also in the new John Wick Ballerina movie. And it's just like, it's like I'm going to turn around and Pedro Pascal's going to be there. Like, he's in everything.
He's in a lot of things.
It's too many things.
Has he been in anything this year so far, minus The Last of Us? Because I feel like he has. And so then this would be, he's going to have 3 movies come out and a TV show.
Yeah.
All in the same year.
So I was
It's like, how can you do that and make things good?
I was bitching about this to Aaron. I was taking him home, and he told me, shut up, he's not in a lot of stuff. And so I IMDb'd him, and he's right. He's not in a lot of stuff. He's not. Like, I'm going to do it right now just to show you.
Bro, he's got the Infinity Gauntlet of fucking IP. Have you seen that?
I mean, he's in Marvel, he's in Game of Thrones.
Marvel, DC, Game of Thrones.
Who's he in DC?
He's in Wonder Woman 1984 or whatever the fuck. Shit. Marvel, Game of Thrones, DC, Star Wars.
Okay, so he has been in...
There's 6 Infinity Stones.
So in 2024, he was in Freaky Tales. Never even heard of it. He was in Drive Away Dolls. He was in The Uninvited. He was
I think Freaky Tales is a movie that they filmed like years ago, like pre-pandemic.
Okay, so he was
and then
in-
they just edited and then released it because it has Pedro in it.
So he was in Drive Away Dolls, The Uninvited, The Wild Robot, and Gladiator 2 in 2024. In 2025, he's in the movie Eddington and The Materialists, and then he's going to be in the Fantastic Four. Next year, he'll be in Mandalorian and in Avengers Doomsday. It's not that much, dude. It's really not that much.
It's just
so why does it
everything.
feel like he's everywhere?
He's everywhere, man.
I'm tired of seeing Pedro Pascal.
Me too.
I mean, I really like. Here's the problem. I actually really liked Pedro Pascal, and he's in my face too much, and I think he's the same character every time.
He is. I think he did really good in season 1 of Last of Us, but he has played that exact character before.
Yeah, I think that's just Pedro Pascal.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's my problem.
We're rewatching season 1, and like season 1 compared to season 2,
it's
night
miles
and
better.
fucking day.
Yeah, it's miles
It's
better.
night
Well,
and
part of your
fucking
problem
day.
might be that you just played,
We've just played the game, yeah. But if you were to watch season 1 and then play the game, the first game,
Right.
it's dead spot
It's
the
really
fuck
good.
on.
Well, except for Frank.
Frank, that episode is so sad.
They turned him gay,
God
dude. Why
damn.
they gotta
He
make him
was
gay?
gay.
No,
He was gay in the game.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
I didn't see
He
that.
definitely was gay in the game.
Taylor says, I know.
That episode was so
I know
sad.
Something else he can.
That Frank episode was literally the first 10 minutes of Up,
No,
just with a gay
all right,
relationship.
all jokes aside, that Frank episode is one of the best episodes.
It's
of
one of
TV in
it's
a decade.
insanely sad.
It's so well. It's not even sad. It's just
it's
excellent.
like no, it's
It's not sad. It's happy.
bittersweet. Yeah,
It's happy.
It's bittersweet.
That's a great episode.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if they would have just made The Last of Us and every episode's just a self-contained story about someone,
Yeah.
that would have been a better
well,
show.
and they did so much better in season 1 too, because like the first scene where they have that like TV show and they're talking
Right.
about cordyceps, great scene.
Right.
Then they have a scene with like a Indian doctor woman,
Bomb.
bum.
Yeah.
Yeah, bum.
Bomb.
Great scene.
Bomb.
They kind of did that with Isaac. Like I do like because he was the voice of Isaac in the game.
Yes.
And
Jeffrey
so-
Wright.
Jeffrey Wright.
Legendary.
Yeah, I like it. I like the scenes he's in. I think Abby did well for the scenes we saw, but I don't like the way they structured it, and I fucking hate how they wrote Ellie's character in this season.
Do you think it would have been better with 13 episodes? Or 10? Even 10 episodes? Do you
No.
think it would have been better with 10?
No.
Because it's just overarching you hate her character.
Yeah, because they're treating it no matter
You
what.
don't think
I
the
would have preferred
condensed-
less episodes of this shit ass character.
No, but what, do you don't think that she's stupid because they condense all of the lines?
No.
Like her decision to leave is literally in the first 15 minutes of an episode, and that's all you get?
No.
Or like Day One of Seattle, which is a 3-hour thing in
Would
the
I have
game,
liked
is
more
one
episodes if
episode.
it was good? Yes, absolutely. I actively wish these didn't exist. I wish we didn't get a season
Yeah.
2 based off of this season because she is so fucking dumb and just a terrible person. You need Ellie to make you feel for her in the first half. If you're gonna pose the question, can you empathize with someone you hate in the Abby in third season?
But you can't look at it to the future though, because you know that we're supposed to empathize with Abby, but we're not supposed to. Like, you're not supposed to know
Right,
that.
but that's what they should be doing in the show is setting up the fact that you fucking hate her. So next season they could turn that on its head just like they did in the game.
But it's hard for you. I'm playing devil's advocate because I
Yeah.
agree with you overall. But devil's advocate would say that, like, you don't know that you're supposed to like Abby later. You don't even know Abby exists.
Right.
So, like, if for someone who's just watching the TV show, I wonder if they hate Abby as much, or Ellie as much, because that's their only option. They don't understand that later on, like the big twist I see online, the big twist is like you see Abby day one or whatever it is at the end of the episode. So they tease that, hey, you're going to be at Abby's perspective in 2028 when this fucking show comes out again.
Right.
Like they tease that. But like for people who didn't play the games, they didn't know that was coming.
Yeah, no, right.
So they might be on Team Abby and then love and be like, why are we going to watch this bitch? I don't actually think that's happening. But Neil Druckmann and Megson might have thought that's what people are going to think.
Why are we with Abby?
Yeah, why are we going to pay attention to her? We want to stick with Ellie. We love her.
Yeah, but that was
She
everybody.
killed Daddy.
That was exactly that's everyone's reaction.
But not
playing
yours.
the game,
Well, playing the game, right. But the people who haven't played the game,
right? But you're saying that they want to create
you
the same
are
reaction.
comparing Ellie now to Game Abby because you have that ability. I'm saying that you are comparing TV Ellie to Game Abby.
No, what?
You are, because you know Game Abby exists. You can't not compare them because Game Abby is a thing.
I'm comparing Ellie to Abby,
Yeah. You're comparing TV Ellie, who is dumb and idiotic
right?
in this TV vacuum, to a character that technically you don't even know. If you're just watching the TV show in a
Okay,
vacuum.
you're saying Ellie and Abby. Do you mean TV Ellie compared to game Ellie?
No, TV Ellie compared to game Abby.
Okay,
because
that's not the
TV
same
Abby
thing.
isn't a
What do you-
thing yet. TV Abby doesn't
She
exist.
absolutely is, because they showed the fucking her backstory in episode 2.
Well, yeah, well, they did open
Yeah,
so with that.
yeah, they did. So you've definitely seen Abby, but I don't understand why you're asking me that I'm comparing Ellie to
I'm saying
Abby.
that you might be overly critical of the direction that they're taking Ellie in the TV show because you know that Abby is not as bad as the TV show wants you to think. So you're comparing that to dumbass TV Ellie, thinking, well, Abby's a better character, when you shouldn't know that Abby's
I
a better
don't give
character.
a shit about
Like,
Abby,
Abby
in this
could
situation.
be dumber in the TV show than Ellie even is when they do season 3. She might be the dumbest of all time. She might have her hair pulled up to here.
Don't understand what you're saying.
I don't know. Who cares?
Because Ellie, I'm comparing show Ellie to game Ellie, and how that progresses is because the reason why when I played the game, I completely avoided Ellie is failing anybody.
Right.
I didn't think of that.
Right.
I was thinking about Ellie is doing the right thing because I, as the player,
Yeah.
also want to get revenge
Yeah.
for killing Joel.
I also think the reason
which is her whole motivation to where then I now can sympathize with her
Right.
killing people is because it makes sense. I would want to do the same thing.
here's the reason I think a longer show would help. Okay. In the game, you do horrible, terrible, awful things. Just ask
Yeah.
Mari. She didn't want to kill any dogs. Like, you
Well,
have
they
to.
got rid of that too.
I know.
so.
Like, you have to. And, like, killing the dog is a perfect example to me in the TV show of why length matters. So, as you play as Ellie in the first half of the game, season 2, so to speak, of the game, okay, you spend 15 hours, 20 hours as Ellie, making her decisions for her for the most part. Obviously, they're scripted things. But, like, you choose how many people to kill. You choose to kill all these dogs
Right.
for the most part. Like, and so you as a person, you as a human are justifying those things to yourself internally to progress the plot. You're like, I have to kill this dog because I have to get to Abby.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of time to live with those decisions, make more decisions, and blah, 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 blah. The TV show, there's none of that. It's literally a breakneck pace from we're leaving Wyoming to we're in Seattle, to we're in Seattle to we see people strung up, to we see people strung up to, oh, now I'm killing the black lady from Intergalactic. Oh, now I'm killing Abby. It's literally just,
No.
you don't have any time to spend with Ellie. You're not spending any time with her character.
You spend way too much time with her character in the show.
I think they didn't kill the dog because
They didn't kill the dog because they're pussies.
I don't think they killed the dog because the average TV audience would hate Ellie, and I get that you do already. But like they know if Ellie kills a dog, that's too far.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
is
they
the
hadn't-
average TV audience does already hate Ellie because of how they wrote her character.
I don't know about
So
that.
because
I know everyone that I talk to is that way.
Shut
but
the fuck up. Because yes, I agree with you. If she killed a dog in the TV show, people would dislike her.
Right,
She does that in the game.
right.
And yet people don't dislike her
That's-
for doing that.
that's what I mean.
And that's
Yeah.
because her character, up until that point, you have spent time with her and know who she is to where you can see where she's coming from
Right.
and you already like her. So that establishes
yeah.
it's every time she kills a dog, it's poking at that, do I really like Ellie?
Right.
But it stays there because you know Ellie and you are
Right, but you
being
know
Ellie.
her because of the amount of time that you've spent
and
as
so
her.
I'm making the argument that making her even shittier of just a person.
She's just annoying.
Yeah.
She's a prat.
She's just a shitty brat.
Yeah,
And she does fucked up shit. How
Yeah.
are you supposed to like her?
I know. So they're aware of it because they didn't have her kill the dog. That's my. So like they have to know what they're doing. I don't know why they're
That's
doing
so
it, but
dumb.
like from a meta perspective, they made that decision. Don't kill the dog, don't kill the horse because it'll make Ellie completely irredeemable. And there's a reason that they knew that and
She
then
didn't
did
kill
it.
the horse. The horse ran into a bomb. Okay? She didn't kill the horse.
The horse
did-
lived.
The game forces you to kill a dog.
Yes.
Any other time you
Well,
can
the horse
avoid
also
killing
dies.
a dog. Yeah. But it's just baby hands, dude. And I don't understand. I don't get it, and I don't understand how in the game the motivation is you do shit that would make you hated.
Right.
But you don't hate Ellie for who she is
Right.
in the game.
I agree.
To where then they inverse that.
Yes.
And they take away things
and
that
you
she
hate Abby.
does
Yeah.
that make you question, do
Right.
you like her, to
Yes.
where you could verge on the hate.
Yeah.
But then just make you hate her
Yes.
because she's just terrible.
That's why the game is such a beautiful game, because you end up with these two awful characters who you empathize with both of their plights.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
And
I
now
agree.
I just kind of want both of them to blow up like the fucking horse did in the game.
I will want to stand on business and say I don't want any horses to be harmed ever.
We all know you like killing horses.
I'm so
you don't
happy.
gotta fucking placate
I'm
here.
so happy that Shimmer lived. Okay, I don't want any horses to die. All right, but it is. I don't know, man. I know that I beat this.
Okay, plot. No, I like. They have to tell all the stories. Have to what? What do you mean have to?
Yeah, they can write it however
They
they
can
want,
write
yeah.
and do whatever they want. I don't get have to. Because the story, I don't know if you fucking know this or not, but the game is basically a fucking TV show.
That's a fact.
You only play the scenes where you just murder people. Take all that out, it's a fucking TV show. So I don't get why, because it's now live action, we gotta change how we do things.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I know I beat this dead horse a lot. Okay, I'm really tired of TV production schedules right now. Like I'm watching The Leftovers.
Did I send you that
okay?
TikToker, that
Yes.
lady that was saying
yes.
the same thing?
And it's the same idea. It's like I'm watching The Leftovers. It's 3 seasons. Each season is 10 episodes, and but each episode is an hour, maybe more long. It's like Game of Thrones. It's like every show that's come out pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Okay. The density of those shows is just insane. Like there's so much character development in those shows because you spend an ungodly amount of time with them. And The Leftovers has a few episodes where there's like, if you don't like a character in that show and then you have to spend an episode with them, that episode sucks. So there's definitely downsides to this. But like, I just know so much more about the characters in older television, like Mad Men, Breaking Bad,
Right.
even Andor, which had 13-hour-long episodes. It's like you learn more about these characters because you spend more time with them. And I feel like The Last of Us Season 2, because Season 1 didn't have this problem. It's Joel and Ellie for the majority of that show.
Right.
And like in this season, there's 15 characters. All of them have wildly different motivations, different personalities. They all come out and you don't know backstory on Dina. None. You don't know anything about her. Like she just is in Jackson, and she's hot. That's literally it. The only people you know about in that show are Ellie, Tommy, and Joel, and you barely know about Tommy. Barely. You only really know that he's
Don't know
Joel.
that,
He's
yeah.
Joel's brother. You don't know why he knows how to shoot guns. You don't know why he knows how to run a town. You don't know how he met his wife. You don't know why he has a kid.
Yeah, you do.
Well, okay. Well, was that in a later episode, or did I just miss that?
I mean, that's in season 1. He's in the army. There's a sticker, and then also Joel talks about that he was in the army.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then he also talks about why he joined the Fireflies is because Tommy's a joiner. There's a whole scene.
Well, I know that Tommy's a joiner thing, but that's like a throwaway. I'm going to write this so people stop asking. Why did he join? Oh, because he's a joiner. That's not a fucking answer.
I mean, that is a character trait, though.
Okay, sure. I agree. But point is that in old days, when there was 13-hour-long episodes, one every year, or one season a year, we would have an episode about Tommy. We would have an episode about Tommy's wife. We would have all of this exposition about characters that build the world. And now it's like, we go from this scene to this scene to this scene to this scene,
Yeah.
and then the season's over and you wait 2 years.
Fair.
And I hate that. I absolutely hate. And Last of Us is not the only show that this is happening on. It happens on a ton of shows.
Well, no. My biggest gripe is because, yes, you are right. So that means that the time that they allot is so much more valuable than the shows with 20 episodes,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And yet the ways that they choose to spend time in this season are astonishing
Right.
to me.
But the thing
Why
is that
include the fucking therapist, man?
I am right in that the old way was better, but you are right in that they can choose how to write it.
If you
they-
have 7 episodes, make the 7 episodes count, and yet
agreed.
sometimes no, it's a Disney
and
thing.
if you would do,
It's a fucking
if you would
Disney
normally
thing.
do 14 episodes for this season, and now you have to do 7, write the first 7, and then worry about the next 7 later.
Yeah. Because
Seriously,
like no,
that's
I'm
season
telling you,
3 now. Sorry.
It happened. It's COVID because it happened. Mando season 3. It happened to Ahsoka.
Cool, but yeah, I agree.
Every
Yes.
single episode, there's like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Of walking.
Yeah.
No dialogue, just walking.
Well, and COVID did that to every show.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. It just destroys me that we have this excellent source material and then all of a sudden we don't get to spend any time with it. Like, the game should not be 5 times longer in length than the television show. Just, it shouldn't be.
Okay, hold on here. What I mean is the game needs you to want to be and like the main character, Ellie and Joel, whoever, right?
I'm going pee.
A show has to make you care about all characters / stories at the same time for views and content. Yes, season 1, they're the good guys. Then season 2, it flips it, makes you be annoyed by Ellie, even by the writing, introducing all these characters you want to know / care about. What? I'm utterly confused. Now, the only thing that I will grant you in that sentence, in those sentences, Plotno, is that when Mari played the game, when it ended, she was left with an utter sense of like, I want to know more. I feel unfulfilled by this because there are so many things that were introduced and then just did not feel fleshed out enough for her to feel content. But that's not the point of the game. That's not the point of the story. The point of the story is Ellie's revenge and the cycle of violence. That's the message of the game at its fucking core. So do you need to know Dina's background? Do you need to know why Isaac joined Wolf and stopped being Fedra? No, you don't, because that has nothing to do with the main story of Ellie seeking revenge for Joel after a lady sought revenge on Joel for the actions he did. The message of the story is the cycle of violence and like how doing the same thing over and over and over again leads to the same result until you break that fucking cycle. That's the game. Yet now they're turning it in to something where it's like, oh, I wonder what Dina thinks about this. That's not the game. That's not the source material. It's the fucking Witcher. It is The Witcher. They made a fucking fantasy show and labeled it The Witcher, but it wasn't the fucking Witcher, and that's not what people wanted. If you want to make a show where I care about every single fucking character in a zombie apocalypse, they already did that. It's called The Walking Dead.
A lot of people compare the show's downfall to The Walking Dead.
Yeah, and it's not the same show.
Yeah.
The game was good for that reason. It limited you to the sole purpose of its message. Do you want to know more about the wolves and the Seraphites? Yeah, but do you get it? No, you fucking don't, because that's not the fucking point. If I wanted to see a fucking zombie show, I would watch The Walking Dead. If I want to see a think piece on how violence is bad, I will play the fucking Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, they don't do that at all in the show. I don't get
Getting
that at all.
red.
Yeah, because in the first season of the Last of Us television show, it is a think piece about the choices that Joel makes.
Season 1?
Yeah, season 1.
Okay,
like it's
yeah.
about Joel he falls in love with
about
Ellie.
his decisions,
and-
not about the ramifications.
Correct. Like you were following Joel's decision making.
Right.
And they just didn't do as good a job with Ellie being the main character. They just didn't do it.
No.
I don't know why. Are you going to watch season 3?
Yeah, because I like Abby at this point.
Okay. I mean, you think Ellie's going to be in season 3 at all?
No.
It's not going to be good for Bella Ramsey if season 1 is critically acclaimed and loved by audiences.
Season 2 is shit.
Season 2 is
3
hated,
is
and then
great.
season 3 is great again.
Yeah. No, this is the Last Jedi season for this. It split people because you got Plotnos that think it's good and like understand the character change to Ellie, and then you got people like me who just don't fucking get it at all.
I
Especially if you're doing the same fucking setup. Like, if you're doing one season Ellie, one season Abby, I'm gonna like Abby more because Ellie's a piece of shit. Why
Abby's-
would I care what happens to Ellie
Yeah.
at this point? I actively hope she gets fucking owned by Abby.
Okay, I don't want to spoil the end of the game. I'm okay spoiling the TV show because it's been out. All right, suck our nuts. If you aren't watching it, what else are you doing? Okay? Don't spoil the end of the game, but did Mari play through the entire game yet?
Yeah,
Has
she's
she
done.
finished it? At the end of the game, where Ellie gets back to the house and she's facing her consequences, do you feel bad for her?
Ellie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, see, I don't.
I do.
I was done with. I'm like, oh look, the consequences of our decisions is how I face it. Then.
Right, but that was also like, man, do I wish I could take back doing something
Yes, I
did that
I
was
had
dumb.
that feeling.
Yeah,
but
that's the feel bad for.
okay, I don't know if we'll get that in this TV show.
No.
In season 4.
They didn't set that up at all.
No, I don't think that I don't think that we did. You know. But I don't know. I have enjoyed watching season 2. But I do not think it is great television like Mad Men or Breaking Bad or even The Leftovers, which, by the way, is an incredible show and I'd highly recommend it. The reason I watch The Leftovers is because everyone in Andor is like, where do I watch good shows? And everyone's like, Mad Men, Breaking Bad, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, Leftovers. And I'm like, that's the only one I haven't seen. So I watched that one. And it is really good. It's only 3 seasons, only 30 episodes. But yeah, it's, I don't know, man. It sucks.
Yeah, I don't know.
7 episodes sucks, and the content of those 7 episodes is rough.
Do I think that there was good parts of this season? Yes. Did any of them involve Ellie?
That's a great point.
No, they did not.
Killing the bloater was sick, dude.
The what? Oh, the
Mushroom Daddy.
flamethrower, yeah.
Yeah, that guy was. I love that dude.
No, and they totally fucked the point. Like, I get it, because this is not the game. It is not. Craig Mazin was saying they're not doing an accurate representation of
Right.
the game.
And
I
I'm
get
okay
that
with
it's not,
that.
because the one thing I will give you as to why Ellie can be more of a piece of shit in season 2 is because in the game, she wasn't the first one to go.
Right.
So she wasn't blamed for the act of taking this revenge. It wasn't on her.
Right.
Tommy went first. She was following Tommy.
Right.
She also wanted revenge, but she also wanted to help Tommy. And that's also why Jesse came.
Right.
Was to help Tommy.
Correct. Because and remember
And
they
the
changed
fact
that.
that Tommy did not
Well, they
go
changed
and
that-
Ellie's decision was the only one, yeah, I could see how fucking Jesse would be pissed and be like, you stupid bitch.
Well, they made a problem because they made a council that didn't exist in the game.
nope.
And they
then
also
they made a war scene that didn't exist.
well,
in
and
the
I
game.
think the war scene I'm okay with, but like the council part, they added that for realism. I guess I
Sure.
really don't know another reason they do it, and because of that, then they had to send Dina instead of Tommy with Joel
Yeah.
because it's against Tommy's character. If he was there, saw what happened, he would be on his horse the next day.
Right.
Which is what happens in the game.
Yep.
And so they had to change that because it's the only way to explain his character. And the fact that they made all these decisions, it's a Game of Thrones thing. It's literally the Game of Thrones thing to me, where DB Dickhead and Dongle Lip
Like, you
McClarts,
could have done anything.
like they wrote 6 seasons of incredible television and then just fucked off and made something awful.
Yeah, I don't
like
know.
why? How can Neil Druckmann make Uncharted 1, 2, 3, 4, Last of Us 1, Last of Us 2, and then season 1? And then in season 2, just all of a sudden not know what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't
Like
know.
there's either a plan or he just doesn't care anymore. He's too stretched thin because he's working on Intergalactic in part 3. That could also be a problem, you know?
I think it's Craig Mazin, dude.
That's ruining it?
Yeah.
I mean, Craig Mazin literally wrote like the scary movies, and then like he wrote Chernobyl, and then everyone started slurping him. Like he wrote
Yeah.
one good thing, you know? Like,
And then he ruined Game of Thrones.
what do you mean? He had something to do with Game of Thrones?
Yeah, he was the long night.
No,
He was the guy who made the decision to shoot it at nighttime and with no light.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
No,
he
wasn't.
filmed that, and I think The Bells.
No,
Pretty sure.
What's the bells?
That's the one where she sets the city on fire.
That's a terrible episode.
Yeah, it is. No, he did The Long Night for sure.
That's really
He
bad.
did do The Battle of the Bastards.
You love that episode.
That is a good episode. I'm pretty sure he did Hard Home too.
The writing in the Battle of Bastards is horrible.
But I don't think he wrote it. He's a director. but I don't know how much involved he was in season 8.
As soon as that kid, I think that's when the show turned bad for me. As soon as when the kid got shot in the back running in a straight line, I'm like, this is just lazy writing.
Oh yeah, Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah, I'm like,
that is where people kind of fell off.
That's when I
season
stopped.
6 was a little rough.
I'm like, this is it. And then I started hating it publicly, and then you just razzed me for years on the show, telling me I was a hater.
Yeah, they'll
and that
bring
I
it
didn't like
around.
it. And then, just did it flamed
They'll
out.
bring it around, and then they absolutely did not do that.
Yeah, and the only person who liked it was your
Yeah.
dumbass ex.
Yeah.
That was a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know you had hope.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with The Last of Us right now. That's where Platino's at with The Last of Us right now. I think deep in his heart,
No, he likes season 2. What do you mean?
he knows that it's
liked
not.
it.
He knows it's not as good.
He liked Bella Ramsey's
season 7.
hair all pulled
You
out.
liked episode 1 of season 8. You liked, and then you got away from it, and you're like, oh. You know?
Nah, he's defending season 2, man. It's great.
Which one of us?
It's
is he
so
calling
good
bitch?
TV.
Is he
Me.
Is he calling you a bitch because you're saying he likes it, or is he calling me a bitch because I said that he's in denial?
I don't know. Probably both.
Which one of us is a bitch? Are we both bitches? Oh, it's me the bitch. I'm the bitch. Yeah, well, we're both bitches.
No, yeah, I'm saying he's not in denial. He knows what he's saying, and he's saying that he liked
I'm
season
saying
2.
in 5 years he's gonna look back and be like, yeah, maybe I was wrong about that.
Now,
one.
Plano, I will do you one thing. I will do you something. I will rewatch season 2 and not week to fucking week.
Okay.
Because I'm very curious if this season feels better like Andor did if I binge it rather than wait week to week.
Yeah.
It might.
Andor season 2 was the perfect way to release TV.
Mari, we've been bitching about this for the last 15
It
minutes.
was basically 4 movies.
Yes, Andor season 2 was the best way to release TV.
So great.
Absolutely.
So great.
And the way they structured the fucking show.
Yeah, it was 4 movies.
Yes,
It was 4 movies.
weeks, 3, 3, 3, and 3.
Yeah.
And all 3 were contained in that same week.
Excellent.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, so good.
So good.
So good. I don't know. I don't know. I am overall enjoying The Last of Us season 2. I definitely feel like it fell off from season 1, but I think that's mostly due to me with the pacing. I think the pacing's wrong. I don't really have a problem with Bella. I don't really have a problem with Ellie.
I fucking hate Ellie.
Dina's way too hot for the apocalypse. I do have a problem with that. She's way too hot. Like, she's always got beautiful blown out hair. Her clothes are always
God,
clean.
I saw another
Her
fucking
face
TikTok
is made up.
of a lady being like, "Do you think that like fucking Purell or like acne cream
she's literally,
survived?"
yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you should
that
be
she's
disgusting.
so beautiful. Yeah,
you should be disgusting. You can't shower.
Tommy is
don't
hot,
have
but he
showers.
looks like he's covered in dirt. Pedro is hot, but he's covered in dirt. Okay. Dina is so beautiful, it takes me out of the setting.
You know who got a bad rap in this show?
I don't remember anyone rapping.
The guy who voiced Tommy in the game.
Oh yeah, no, he plays a badass.
He does, but then he gets his fucking head ripped
Yeah,
off.
that's badass. That's the best
wanted
part.
more of him. His
It's way
voice is
worse
so
than
good.
Ellie's character, who just plays some pregnant hoe who dies. She got really ripped off. Or Troy Baker. Troy Baker plays a cannibal's lieutenant.
Yeah.
That guy, he really got
He got the
got
worst.
boned
Yeah, he did.
big time.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure he was doing Grand Theft Auto 6, so I think he'll be fine. I'm pretty sure that's him in the GTA 6 trailers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and if it is, I'm going to be mad, to be honest with you, because Troy Baker's like Pedro Pascal enough, okay?
Yeah.
I really like Troy Baker. I really like him. I think he's a great voice actor, like incredible. It's too, like... He's like Peter Dinklage with the dwarves. It's like, give someone else a chance, man. Nolan North's the same way. It's like, bro, let someone else.
Hey, speaking of other bad content that I
Yeah.
consumed over this last week,
Yeah, did you watch our show?
I watched Snow White
Why?
to shit watch it
Why?
because that sounded fun.
Was it?
I fucking shit watched Minecraft.
How do
and
you
that was
shit
fun.
watch?
Shit watch. Okay, so the
You
difference.
cheese or something with it? Or
No. This is just my term for it because like hate watch is different.
Okay.
I was hate watching The Last of Us season 2.
Okay.
Because I hate it.
Don't you? Isn't your base just
An
hate watch?
indifferent watch, knowing that it will be bad, and I don't care whether or not it's good or bad,
Right.
but I expect
Yeah,
it to
but
be
do you
bad.
get snacks or
That's
something?
a shit watch.
You get snacks or anything?
We had snacks and
Do you
drinks.
have wine?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, it's
like
a
if you're gonna
shit watch.
shit watch something, you gotta get a little
Right.
drunk. Yeah.
It's shit. It's hate watching just without like passion.
Yeah, one of my best movie experiences was going to watch the 50 Shades of Grey sequel, the third one, and I had like a whole bottle of wine. I put it in a Yeti and we snuck it in. And we drank a whole bottle of wine, and that was excellent.
That sounds pretty
It
good.
was so great.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how you should shit watch movies.
Shit watch.
You know, back in my younger alcoholic days, okay, which now I'm not,
Oh, yeah, totally.
okay, because I'm
Speaking
an
of which,
older
pass that.
alcoholic.
Pass that over here.
I used to lay on my couch. You remember my couch up in Manhattan, how broken that bitch was?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was not fluffy at all. Like, you just sank into
No,
it.
it was great. I slept on that multiple nights.
Yeah,
That
it
a
was
great couch.
like you lay on that couch, you just become consumed by
Yeah,
it.
that's
You
the
know?
best type of couch.
Yeah, and I used to drink I used to drink specifically Southern Comfort, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I would do shots of Southern Comfort every 10, 15 minutes. I just throw back some Southern Comfort.
That's disgusting.
Just get some SoCo going.
Why are you
SoCo
doing
Lime
that?
was so good, okay?
SoCo Lime, okay.
All right, but SoCo was good too. I haven't had SoCo in a while. I need to break that back out.
No.
Anyway, I used to, every probably Friday, Saturday night, I'd put on a movie that I had not seen that I knew was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Twilight Saga Eclipse, I specifically remember this. And like I would just do shots of SoCo and watch it, and it was a great
Oh,
cinematic
hell yeah.
experience. I highly recommend anyone hate watch or shit watch
New
movies.
term.
That's great. Taylor, defend that baby. Do it. Okay? Let me see you do it. Let me see you defend that monstrosity. Okay? Anyway, Snow White.
I gotta pee.
Oh. Well, you're going to talk about Snow White, though.
It's kind of bad.
Like, what part of it?
Like, it is what it is. It's clearly not meant for anyone that's not a child. But, like, it was just, like, bad.
Was Peter Dinklage every dwarf?
No.
Why is everyone mad at him for taking jobs away from dwarves?
No, he's mad that people are taking jobs away from dwarves. That was the thing.
But he... Wait, what?
So, originally, they were going to do the dwarves not as dwarves, but just as normal people.
Okay.
Normal-sized people.
Okay, Snow
And
White
so-
and the 7 men who live in her house?
Right. Well, they were gonna look like dwarves, but just not small.
So like the Oompa Loompa in the Wonka movie, where like they took
don't
Hugh
know.
Grant and then just made him small man.
No. Well, maybe they were gonna do that, but then
it
Peter
was a-
Dinklage raised a fuss about it, about not hiring dwarf actors,
Okay.
and then they were like, okay. I honestly don't remember.
Cool, man. Go pee.
Maybe they were gonna hire dwarves, and then he was like, "Whoa, man!" And then they were like, "Okay, we don't want to touch that. Let's just hire normal people." And then other people were like, "Normal people? They're dwarves. What do you mean, normal people?" And then they were like, "All right, we'll just do the whole thing in CGI."
And so the whole thing's CGI.
Oh yeah, the dwarves are real, like Polar Express levels of uncanny. Yeah.
Great. All right, we'll go pee.
All right. Some fruit punch so I can understand what he's saying.
Swims with
What's
that one.
fruit punch, man?
Poggers has a new flavor.
God.
You know, maybe I will read an ad while you're gone.
Yeah, that sounds like a
brilliant
idea.
If you're tired of energy drinks that spike and crash harder than your Wi-Fi mid-match, listen up. Poggers just dropped their brand new fruit punch flavor in both energy and hydration, and it might be their best one yet. Poggers is about gimmicks. It's built with real performance in mind. You're getting B vitamins, natural caffeine from green coffee. Sustain energy. Vitamin C and B5 to support adrenal health. Vitamin D and niacin to elevate mood, sharpen focus, and keep your brain's dotted as reflex. Whether you're gaming, lifting, locked into deep work, Poggers is designed to help you stay in the zone without the crash of the jitters and all the junk. New fruit punch is bright, bold, ridiculously clean. Try it once and get why I keep coming back. Go to poggers.shop. Use Can't Stop for 10% off your order. That's Can't Stop and check out Fuel It, Lock and Go. I hate reading freaking ads. They're just so stale. Listen, y'all. Poggers is actually goated. Okay? Like, listen to me. This is not an ad. I mean, it is because I technically make money off what I'm about to tell you. But if you do powders for hydration or for caffeine, pre or post gym, like I do, Poggers is goated. Like I have green apple hydration for post-workout or during workout, and then I have the fruit punch, which is the new one, that I put 5 grams of creatine in and put 5 grams of the fruit punch, which has all of the shit that I just read on that drug or on that thing, and then I put it in a shaker. That's my pre-workout when I'm driving to the gym. Go to the gym, feel the buzz, feel the burn, feel the tingle, work out like fucking crazy, hydrate afterwards. It's excellent. Okay? And the thing about powders is they're expensive, but they last a long time. $30 for a tub, but if you use my code, can't stop, you get 10% off, and then I make $8 per tub. Okay? I'm not gonna say that like I don't get something from this, because I do. All right? $8 is an insane commission, but legitimately, I use this shit. Okay? These tubs are empty. These are my empty tubs. Like, I don't dump these out. I literally drink them. My fruit punch will make its ass up here as soon as it's empty, which it will be when I finish drinking it, which will probably be in a couple weeks because I have one every day. Okay? So poggers.shop, use my code can't stop. If you do that type of shit, it's excellent. All right? I hate reading ads. I would never be good in this business overall because I can't read ads. I don't know how people do it. I have too many parasocial relationships with my chat that I feel like I just walk into my family's living room and I'm just looking at my mom in her face and then I read her an ad. Like all these big ass podcasts that read literal ads straight off paper, like they're not real people. They're not your friends. You know, I'm friends with all of you, so it's weird. You know what I mean? It feels,
you know what I mean?
It feels weird.
Oh man, it feels so weird.
And because of that, we'll never be successful, rich, handsome with huge dicks. It'll never happen.
Nope.
Although Colby's hair is looking glorious, and he got a new tattoo, so that's pretty cool.
I did not. Fucking goddamn headphones. I hate these. I miss the old pieces of shit.
We'll put them on. It's not like we threw them away.
Yeah, we did. They're somewhere else.
What's those?
Those aren't them.
Okay. Those headphones are literally $10. Why do you take them out of your ears? Just leave them in your ears.
That's just stupid.
You just unplug them. That's what I do when I go
pee. That's just dumb.
Yeah, you got a new tat. Show everybody your new tat,
I
man.
didn't. I really didn't. You're a piece of shit.
Show everyone your new tattoo, man.
No.
He apparently got this
It's
tattoo
right
2
down
years
here.
ago, but I hadn't noticed it, so I don't know how that works.
Yeah, this is a very healed tattoo. This is not new.
Looks like it's drawn on with pen.
It's because it's only the outlines.
I don't know anything about tattoos.
You do the outlines, then you shade it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it looks good. I like Anna de Armas, too.
Yeah. It's not her, but yeah, whatever.
All right, what now?
Snow White was real bad.
Should we get into our topics?
No.
There is one thing we probably need to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's that, man?
It's in our topics.
Is it our fucking fast food draft?
No, it's this. It's this right here. Your head's slow.
It's not.
It's Sydney Sweeney bathwater. This is real. So I saw this on my Twitter timeline this morning, and I'm like, this is fake. And then I kept seeing it. And then Dr. Squatch itself
A
tweeted
very
this.
real limited edition soap.
So basically, they have captured Sydney Sweeney's bathwater and turned it into soap. And now they are selling it, starting on June 6th. And I hate and respect this so much. Look at this GIF over here.
Yep.
This is incredible.
Is he jerking it?
That is a jerk and a salute. That makes me love the internet. You know, that
The fact
GIF.
that GIF exists?
Yeah, I think it's probably, is it below our camera? It sure is. Let me click it. Let me click it here. So there it is. That's it right there. That is one of the all-time GIFs. GIFs. Right there. That is fantastic. Should I eat it?
So, like, it wasn't like her actual bathwater.
They say it is.
They say it, but they can lie. You know?
Well, of course they can lie.
Yeah, they could lie. Like, that would be really hard. How many baths did she have to take?
Hopefully a lot. Hopefully they taped him, you know?
Yeah, who was monitoring this?
Do you think Sydney Sweeney's hot? Why? Who's the hottest actress right now to you?
Plead the fifth.
Is it Anna de Armas? What do you mean you plead the fifth?
Plead the fifth.
Oh, it's
man.
because what's her face is up there? She's not listening. She stopped listening.
No, she's actively listening. And also, her name's Mari.
Well, I couldn't remember. Okay, it's hard to change from her real
Christ.
name to her stream name to whatever her name is.
Sure. Who do you think is the hottest actress?
It might be Sydney Sweeney.
Really?
She's just, yeah.
Are we really classifying her as actress?
Whoa. All right. I do think she's an actress. I think she's a good actress.
I think she was good in Euphoria and then it's kind of phoned it in ever since.
You ever think she uses good mic technique or?
No.
No, I didn't think so either. Yeah.
You know what I don't claim to be? An actress.
That's true. What about a broadcaster?
Nah,
See,
not
she
that
wasn't
either.
listening. You could have gotten away with it. But you didn't. You defended her honor, and you're a big pussy because of it.
I'll live with that.
Okay. And Swim's right. That's why there's only a limited amount, because she took a limited amount of baths.
I mean, that's fair, but she could always take more baths.
Well, she could, but I mean, maybe she is.
I mean, this will sell out faster than anything they've ever put out. So
I mean, do
assume.
I buy this?
Yeah, you
for the-
fucking
for the
will.
memes?
Yeah. Put it right there on the desk.
And then I go say, I go talk to my mom, say bad words, and she washes my mouth out with the Sydney Sweeney soap, you know? Like, yeah. You hate it, don't you?
I hate you, yeah. I was watching the news this morning. Something that you said that I should stop doing, and I agree
Yeah,
with
you should not. I mean, I didn't say you should stop doing it. I said it was sad that you're doing it.
He was talking about a story where this like popular girl influencer or something, I don't know who it is,
Okay.
but she made a chatbot, an AI chatbot based off of her
Okay.
that her fans can pay to use
Okay.
to talk to AI her.
Wait, does it come with her hair, Swim? Is that true? Or are you just making that up?
No.
Okay.
And so
But it's not her because it's AI.
Right, correct.
Yes.
It's AI.
Yeah.
She made $70 million in the first month. Some ridiculous number. And then she was overly concerned.
I'm going to go walk into traffic.
Yeah. She was overly concerned. Don't
Where's your gun?
actively... Shut the fuck up.
70 million?
I don't know. 70,000? I don't know.
That's still too much.
In a week? I don't know. It was a ridiculous number.
Whoa! Hard R, dude. It's retarda.
Retarda. That is a
Wait,
place in Spain.
that is-
Retarda, Spain? You never been there?
Retarda. Jesus Christ.
Anyways, she was like real happy, that she was making all this money until she read some of the messages between people and her chatbot.
That was a mistake.
Yeah. And
Why
then
would
she
she
feels
do that?
kind of abused in a sense.
No, it's not her.
Well, still though, like
If
what,
she
what do you
gives-
think was going to fucking happen?
Well, yes. If you
Men are
give
depraved.
that thing power, like if you say, "Oh, that's directed towards me," then all the men who are doing it are directing it towards her because
Right.
she's looking at them. It's fake.
Well, it's also her.
That's all ads. She's just saying that because she's reading your messages.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
Stay woke, bro.
Probably.
Jesus.
But like
Christ.
it just hit me of like there like the male loneliness epidemic is a thing that's
Oh,
being
yeah.
talked about,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's real
I bug so many women in my life that don't want to be bugged.
because like
Taylor probably top of the list. I just bug her all the time.
it's rough out there, man.
It is. It's really terrible. I don't think it's better for women, to be totally honest, but women tend to be better friends with the women that they're with. Like I feel guilt just messaging you out of nowhere.
That's weird.
Like if I send you a "what you doing," I'm like, you don't want to talk to me.
That's really weird.
It's like that with you. It's like that with Big D. It's with every man in my life. I feel weird just hitting you up out of nowhere. But like,
I think you should look into that on your own personal problem.
where's that on the list of things I should look into?
Probably like higher up.
Like what, number 25?
I'd say top 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Feel like that's way down low.
Nah.
The not texting you out of the blue is not a problem I should solve.
No, I would really feel that that's pretty closely tied to your self-esteem, which I would argue is a pretty high one.
Oh, self-esteem's number one, probably.
Yeah.
How can I have no self-esteem but a high confidence rating?
Because you've been faking it for so damn long.
Is that what it is?
It's just the hardwired. That's how your brain runs. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's weird. I feel no shame in sending memes to Seth, but I also send them on Snapchat at the same time. Swim Team does love to fucking do that to me. He will send me a TikTok he made that I will then see on TikTok because I follow him. He will then send it to me on Discord and in Snapchat, and I have to see it and on Twitter, and I've seen it 15 fucking times, and I don't ever know which one to reply to because I saw it on 4 different platforms, so I don't do anything.
That's your problem right there, man. Just pick one.
There's a male loneliness epidemic because some men are insane and we don't know until we are killed by our husbands.
Fair.
Wait, what?
Like
Can you mansplain that one to me?
I'm not saying at all that the male loneliness epidemic isn't self-caused.
Oh, she's saying that women are cautious because if you get with a man, they might murder you.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's absolutely self-caused. But I'm just like we had a conversation. I don't remember what
good
we
news
said
is
it
we're
on
not
the
about to
show where I
end.
was like, women, you gotta like lower your standards.
Oh,
or
they do.
something to just
Well,
help.
if they want a man.
Because here's my thing: is men are shit, but
Yeah.
men who have not known the touch of a woman are also way worse.
Yeah, well, that's the context of the show is that
Just way
women need to
worse.
have sex with some incels just so they stop being incels.
That was the context.
Yes.
And
we
I am-
understand-
I am so sorry
Yeah, that sucks for them.
that is your burden to bear.
Yeah, that's really
as
awful.
women. It
but
really is terrible.
really horrible.
But like, it's like,
Yeah.
do you cut off your arm to save your body kind
Yeah.
of thing? Like,
Yeah, it's really not ideal.
it's only gonna get worse.
It is. I'll be celibate until I die.
Unless men just get over this whole gay thing and just start fucking each other. Like,
I mean, they can't though because it's not manly to be gay.
change it up.
I mean, how do we change that? Is Gen Z or Gen X going to change, or not Gen X, Gen Alpha going to change up the gay thing?
I really hope somebody does. Because then that would solve a lot of issues.
Like, do we need to make, okay, here's the problem. Do we need to make gay cool in order for gay to be good? Like
I mean,
right
I
now,
would argue that it is cool, but like
No.
more manly.
I don't know about cool.
Yeah.
Like to you, like to me and you, being gay is no different than being straight. There's nothing like sexy about being gay. You're the gay or you're not. Who cares?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I feel like we need to make gay like trendy, and then people will be like, I'm gonna kiss my homie.
Yeah, I
you
mean
know?
that was why the hard F word was a huge thing when I was growing up.
Right, well,
Like,
our
we were saying that
generation
left
stopped
and
the gay
fucking
hate.
right. Because it was way more like, I'm not gay. No, you're gay.
Oh, because we're all secretly gay.
Well,
Is that
yeah,
what you're
because
saying?
everyone was so closeted about it. And
Right,
no
and so
one
now-
wanted to be called gay or even be slightly associated with gay.
But that's over now, right? Or is that still
no,
a thing?
I think
we're
it's
just so
definitely
gay we
gotten,
don't care.
I think it's gotten better, but I
Okay.
still think it's a very big thing. Yeah,
Okay.
like conservatives exist, man. It's still a fucking thing.
Kids, you're gonna have to start coming out straight to your parents. That's what I'm tired about.
That's better.
It's like, I'm sorry, mom and dad, I'm straight. And they're like, no, Timmy, you won't get any jobs. Like, that's what we need to make it.
I've definitely heard like a gay or something influencer say that if my kid is straight, I don't want it, and I'm like, all right.
I mean, you should
Rage
support
bait.
your kids no matter what,
Rage
right?
bait.
Isn't that what
yeah,
we're
exactly.
supposed to say?
That's the exact opposite.
But not if
thing
they're a
of what you're
Nazi.
supposed to do. Well, not if they're a Nazi. No. that
But who
probably
decides what's
better.
bad and what's good, dude?
Just our moral collective as a human society.
But you could argue that in the 50s, that was gay people.
Fair.
And then you could argue in the 1850s, it was black people.
Could argue that.
You know, I don't know how to
I'm not arguing that people aren't dumb because people are dumb.
Listen, son, if you want to get into Harvard, you're gay.
Well, that is the conservatives' talking point in the last fucking 10 years. 'Cause that's real hard for straight white males to get anything done around here.
Well, to be honest, we had our time. Like straight white males, we had a good run.
Well, no, now we're coming back because Trump's back in. Like, we got
Oh, is
so
he
mad
saving
about
us?
it, we voted him back in. Yeah,
I'm not a
absolutely.
straight white male. I don't know why I'm
DEI,
grouping
what's
into
that?
this.
That doesn't exist anymore.
What's that? Oh, that's the thing where they like make diversity hires,
Yep.
right? Yeah. I don't watch the news. I don't give a shit.
Good job, man.
I'm not a straight white male. I don't care.
Really good job.
My whole life is terrible. Yes, we are actually casually drinking Colt 45. Yeah, is that? We actually don't. I only know that it was $13 for 15 of these, and I know that they're cheap as shit, but I don't understand. What does this say about us? Should we ask ChatGPT? Let's see. If Colby and I drink a 15-pack of Colt 45 on the show, what are some stereotypes that our chat or new viewers might think of us? In bullet points. Be very honest.
So bad. with
Hurtful if necessary.
typing. Hurtful is necessary. Necessary.
Okay, let's see here. This is what it says about us. Washed up frat guys. The kind who peaked during campus beer pong tournament in 2009. I've been crashing that high ever since. We did kind of peak in 09.
No. You want to hear about the time where I peaked?
Yeah, sure.
You want to hear my peak? It was at a Christmas party at Big D's house.
Okay.
And
this
he
is
had
just a couple years ago.
Yeah,
man.
this
You're close
was like
to your
2
peak.
or 3 years ago.
That's good.
Yep. He had a beer pong table set up, and he had he's a college boy, so he had his college boy rules written out on like a fucking whiteboard hung up, right?
Okay.
And so one of the rules was if you make a pong shot into the cup that someone is holding,
Okay.
you automatically win.
Oh, shit. It's like Quidditch when you
Yeah.
catch the golden snitch.
And so this dude was actively walking away from the table. I could barely see his cup, and I was just like, boop. And it went in, and I fucking won. That's my peak.
That's when you peaked.
That's when I peaked.
Did you kiss a girl or anything afterwards?
No, I just fucking lived in that success.
You're still living in it, it sounds like.
Yeah, I am. That's
Do
the
you
best
think he
thing I've
remembers
ever done.
that?
Oh, yeah. I bring it up to him all the time. All the time. I'm so proud of that.
I love that for you, man.
Never in my life do I ever think I was Kobe more than in that moment.
Did you say Kobe?
No, I did not. But like,
his ghost was
hindsight,
there.
Yeah, he was
Was
there.
he dead?
I don't remember. When did he die?
I don't know.
It was like Christmas 2022
What if you killed him?
or 21.
What if you stole all his aura?
I might have. I'm the one.
Functioning alcoholics in denial. Okay. So, number 2, it nailed it.
Yeah.
Well, we're not in denial. We know we're functioning alcoholics. We're not alcoholics, though, because alcoholics quit. We're drunks. We're functional drunks. Trying way too hard to be ironically trashy. That doesn't work because we're not doing it. We know.
It's not malt liquor. What?
I think it is malt liquor. Isn't lager a malt liquor?
Is it liquor? Beer is different than liquor, isn't it?
No, all liquor's just alcohol.
Is it?
Yeah. Because technically, liquor, like you're thinking it's a spirit. You're thinking of the difference between beer and spirits, but it's all liquor. By the way, do you know there's a liquor store down by the WSU campus that's called Da Lick?
I did not.
DA space LIQ. Da Lick. For a liquor store. Isn't that the greatest thing you've ever-
Midwest divorced dads on a bender.
Nah, see, that's not us. That's not us.
Yeah, no, not us at all.
You're not a divorced dad, and we're both not on a bender. Bender implies at some point there's an end.
That's a good point.
Okay? Boozy podcast dude with podcast opinions, that is true. The kind who say, nah, bro, hear me out before delivering a completely unhinged takes about Star Wars.
Repeat that with Last of Us, and
That's
it
really,
fucking nailed it.
That's really rough. They smell like gas station jerky and regret. I think we smell great. You know? Failed musicians turned podcasters turned alcohol review. Okay. That was pretty painful. You are a failed musician turned a podcaster turned an alcohol review.
What do you mean?
You never did anything good with your
I'm
musicianship.
not a musician.
You are, dude. You play drums excellently.
I do that.
By the way, I asked
But
Aaron
I've
if he wanted to
never
come
been in
over
a
and help
band.
you, and he said, why?
What?
Like to help set up your stream? And he said, why? And I said, because Colby doesn't know how, and he said he could learn.
That's rude.
I know, I agree.
I printed him a shark.
I agreed. Well, this
That was after.
this
that.
was after I gave him the
Yeah.
shark. Yeah. Yeah, he knew that you gave him that gift. And
Your
he did
son does
give a
not
fuck.
respect me.
Why would he? What reasons have you given him to respect you?
I'm an adult.
That's not a good reason.
That's a good enough reason.
I don't respect any adults because they're adults.
I did when I was his age.
No, you did not. No. You let a strange
Definitely
man come
did.
into your bedroom and broadcast from it for years and years.
On the internet, naked.
Yeah. Well, we weren't naked.
Close enough.
There.
Shirts and jeans. It's better than,
Fully
like
clothed.
parkas and shit.
Desperately clinging to youth with malt liquor and memes. That one's accurate. We are desperately clinging to our youth.
No, I mean,
Sad but entertaining. The ultimate cocktail of cringe and charisma that makes viewers stay but also worry. That should literally be our show's tagline.
that's pretty close.
They kind of nailed that.
Yep.
Definitely have a DUI. Neither of us have DUIs.
I have a DUI story that could have happened. to
But
me.
you don't have a
I
DUI.
don't have a DUI.
Yeah, so it doesn't count. This is one bad night away from a GoFundMe. No one will give us money.
Nope.
No. Poor decisions live in HD. I mean, that's another tagline for this show. Yeah, it's pretty good. So, I mean, ultimately, I can live with all of those. Most of those that are most of those who are like description of the shows really could be described any episode, not just the Colt 45 episodes.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we're good. Also, Taco Bell smells so good. Dude, I'm going to stop by Taco Bell and I'm going to buy so many fucking things at Taco Bell on the way home. Plot to prepare yourself for pictures of my Taco Bell decisions, okay? I can't wait. I didn't eat before the show today. It was a mistake.
DEI equals drunk entertainment included.
That's excellent. That's excellent. Mexican pizza. I've never had a Taco Bell.
I have
Mexican
had
pizza.
Cumulatively about 800 to 900 calories today.
Yeah, so you're like me. We're getting really drunk off 3 beers because we haven't had enough food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Taco Bell. It's gonna be crazy, dude.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pass out.
We did pull Matthew's shirt off once. That is true.
We did nothing. You did a lot.
Your name's on the show.
Yeah, but I did support it, but I did not participate.
Yeah, well, you narrated it.
Yeah, I did. That's not participation.
I think that counts.
Not in the act of pulling his shirt off, no.
I think that counts.
No, I was just there as a witness.
I mean, I technically just
For the workplace harassment lawsuit later.
I don't think.
Did
they're
he
gonna
ever get
be one of
paid?
those. I paid him at Duo, but not for that.
Was there a contract ever?
Oh, I own all the rights to. I own everyone's rights. I own your rights. I own Matthew's rights. I mean, I made you sign
Did
a
I
contract.
sell it for a sandwich?
No, you paid no money.
Oh, okay.
You just signed away all use of your voice, likeness, basically anything that you do in a camera that I'm involved in, I own in perpetuity forever and can do anything I
I
want.
highly doubt that.
I have the
would
contract.
hold up in court.
No, it would. Why wouldn't it? You signed it.
About 10 years, 15 years old.
It'd be whenever you were 18, I had you sign it.
Also, I'm pretty sure non-compete clauses are null and void.
It's not non-compete. You can do whatever you want. It's just if I'm involved, I own it.
Yeah, no. What happened in that business? Am I still getting
It's not a
paid
business.
from
It's
it?
me legally. It's my
don't
name.
think that
it says
exists.
Colby gives Seth Neiman permanent, perpetual rights forever for everything you do that I'm involved with.
Don't recall that.
I can literally bring up the contract. I bet I have it saved in my drive. Let me see here. Let's see here. Colby contract. That's on track.
Contract.
It just didn't type the C. Let me see here. Signed? Let's see this one. Oh, no, that's for that. Let me see here. I probably don't have a scan of it.
Oh, so it doesn't exist? Because you definitely don't have the hard copy still.
I do.
No, you don't.
I actually know exactly where it is. I'll go home and take a picture of it. I actually know exactly where it is.
Where is it at?
You know why I know? Because I have Chris's. I made sure that I had it before I published All of Life and all of On the Internet Online. Yeah. Yeah, I would recommend no one sign it. It's a totally lopsided contract because you get nothing and I get everything.
I don't think this will hold up.
Oh, it absolutely would. Why
you have a
wouldn't
witness?
it? No, yeah, I'm sure I did. You were probably there. It's just been so long.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, that's not my signature.
First of all, I'm not going to bone you unless you bone me. Okay? And if you come after me, listen, I'm going to be totally honest with you, okay? I want everyone in chat to know this is not a bit, okay? If it ever, like, if it ever gets to the point where me and you break up and then I start putting our content online as an archive, which it's already up, so I don't even have to,
Right,
I don't even
yeah,
have to go
no.
back and do it, and you're like, take that shit down, I will come in here and I will kill you with a gun or a knife. I will end your life.
Good luck.
Okay? Or I die. Either way, problem solved. Okay? Because I don't care. Like, that's it. It's over. Like, if this is it, you're in like every piece of my content. If I have to take it down, you're dead.
That's fair.
So just keep that in mind. You can break up with me, but I will continue to put your content on.
Well, no, if I do something that gets successful without you involved,
That's okay.
I ain't giving you money.
No, why would you? I don't expect that.
No, I'm taking you with me like Entourage, bro.
Dude, I want to be your turtle. Let me be your turtle, man.
Yeah.
Let me be your turtle.
Maybe
AI
we'll
says
invest
in
in a
Kansas, a
tequila
witness
company.
is not needed for contract signings.
It's not my signature.
It is. You have the same damn signature.
No, I'll change it up.
It doesn't matter. I have it.
You don't have it.
That's not how contracts work. You can't just go to
I
the
will
judge and
eat
be
it.
like, Judge, I didn't sign that. Like, you just get
I
like,
absolutely can.
I mean, I guess you can.
The burden of proof is on you, bud.
no, the burden of proof is on you.
No, it's not.
You're the defendant or the prosecutor. You're attacking me. I'm the defendant. You have to prove I forged it.
I can absolutely do that.
Do it. How are you going to prove that I forged something, especially when I didn't forge it?
This show right here.
What do you mean? I'm vehemently defending that it's real.
Oh, yeah, you could tell this is for entertainment. It's all satire.
Yeah, but what happened off the air when you signed that bitch is not satire.
Yeah, but you're talking about it now on the air, and I'm going to use this.
I do love the idea, though, because we've definitely talked about this before. Like, we've almost certainly discussed this contract, probably in 2008, 2009, at some point when you signed it. I would love the idea of you paying a lawyer thousands of dollars to have to go back and listen to every episode of this show to see if we mentioned it at any point.
Absolutely not.
Well, in Discovery, they would have to do
I would
that.
rather just give you the money.
Because Taylor will defend me. No, Taylor, you're on my side. Don't be on his side. She better be on my side.
She absolutely would not be.
Okay, thank you, Taylor. Thank you. Yeah, you better watch out. I'll come for you if I need to.
Cool. I will actively be unsuccessful.
I need to find this contract. God, I should know what this is called. It's not a contract, it's an agreement, because a contract implies that you get something.
Oh, so it's not a contract.
It's not a contract, it's an
It's
agreement.
just an agreement.
It's an agreement.
And you think that's going to hold up
Yeah,
in court?
legally, that's even worse.
Oh, is
For
it?
you, the
I'm
signing.
sure it's
Because you
not.
just agree to give me
I
everything.
completely agree that it's not. I
It's
know
an agreement.
nothing about the law.
You didn't, especially at
And I
18,
would
but that's not my
definitely
problem,
agree.
dude.
Okay, yep, I'll just clip that exactly
It's not
right there.
it's not my job to do the due diligence on something you're about to sign.
Yep.
You say yep, but like I don't feel like you agree with it.
And you also don't have the document itself.
Well, I do.
so,
I have a
like,
hard copy. I'm trying to find the boilerplate so I can read to everybody how unfair it is. It's still legal. It's just completely unfair.
I don't think it is.
Legal? Oh, it's definitely legal.
No.
It's definitely legal. It's definitely. I went to like Barnes and Noble. No, it was Borders back then, and literally got books and shit on this. Like I read all about it to figure out how to do it, man. How to bone you.
What even is this, dude?
This is all of my everything that has the word agreement in it in my Google Drive.
Why do you have so many things
Don't worry about it,
that
man.
have that?
Don't worry about it, man. Don't.
Why are there so many files called license.txt?
Don't worry about that shit. That doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. We're getting into some stuff here. All right. We're in Camp Steak. We're getting closer. You know, we're back in like 2012, 2013.
Readme.txt.
It's over. I can't find it. I will find it, though, and I will send a picture of it. All right.
I'll claim it's AI. That will happen sooner or later.
Is it notarized? It is not notarized, but as Min has pointed out, it doesn't need to be here. All right. You know, shut up. Both of you shut up. Okay. All right, so I got ghosts in my house. 2 of them. 2 specific ghosts. So I think they're related to my medication. We talked about this last week. I'm taking a new medication. It's not new. It's just a different manufacturer. And now I think I'm seeing people, and I'm seeing 2 specific people. One is the Hat Man, who I only ever see his head. It's a floating head.
And you just see the hat, and that's why. You
No.
Batman.
I see. No, he's just got a cool hat on. So
What kind of cool hat?
It's a top hat.
Okay.
It's a top. He looks like.
I was picturing top hat. I just wanted to make sure it was a top
Let me see
hat.
this. Ebenezer Scrooge. Let me see if there's a good picture of him. Now, let's see. His nose is too big. I need a non-character caricature.
Right there. Go back up.
This one. This right here. He's less old than this guy, but overall, this is what he looks like. He's got the white hair coming out the side of his hat, big top hat on, but I only see his head, but he's probably in his 40s. I don't think he's old like this. 50s maybe.
But he's got gray hair.
But he's blue. He's completely blue. He's like shaded blue. Yeah, but it's just his head.
It's concerning.
I imagine his hair is white, but yeah. See, Taylor's seen him. He was not manipulated and he was not under duress when he signed his contract, okay? And you can't even
Absolutely
spell
was.
under duress, so I'm not worried about
Guarantee
it.
I was drunk when I signed that.
He was not. He was sober as a judge. I took it very seriously.
I was young. I was drinking all the time back then.
When I did
If I
these
was not
agreements,
fucking stoned, then that was not that.
Star Wars hologram. No, you were younger than that. You weren't high yet.
Bullshit.
Star Wars hologram is a perfect way to describe the Hat
I
Man.
definitely did not sign anything under the age of 18, and I was smoking weed by the age of 18.
Well, you weren't high. You were at my house. I made you sign. I was very sure you were sober. Your mother
you
might
were.
have been present. I might have made her stand there and watch.
Guarantee she was not.
She might have been. I don't know. But yeah, I take it. Man, I take everything too seriously.
No, it would definitely not hold up.
It would.
No.
You want to fight?
Yeah,
Take me to court. I'll kill you.
I will not.
That's how I win the court card.
Can't afford the lawyer.
No, you can't because they would in Discovery have to listen to every one of our shows,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be so expensive.
There's like 300 of them.
Yeah, and they're all over 2 hours long.
Good
I mean,
luck.
it's literally like a year of people's lives. They're just gonna have to listen to this horse shit. You have to pay for every second of it. Good luck.
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
I don't need a lawyer because I know you can't afford to do that, so I win.
You don't win.
I'm going to use AI to create your voice that says, I consent to everything Seth says ever from now on in perpetuity, and I'm
Perfect.
not high, and I'm under duress, and this is really Colby, and then I'm just going to play that in front of the judge.
Sure.
How long till that starts happening? That's going to happen
That's
soon.
already started to happen.
Okay, all right. Anyway, Star Wars hologram is a perfect way to describe these ghosts, because you know how like when you see Princess Leia, you know she's wearing white, but she's not white? It's like that.
So they're blue.
They're blue. Yeah, they're like Star Wars holograms. Yeah. And the other one I have looks like the guy who walks through the boat when in Pirates of the Caribbean when it's all exploding in slow motion, and he's got like the curly wig and like the sailor's hat and stuff, and he's an English gentleman. I see him all the time, but he's always walking from my bedroom door to my bathroom, my master bath, every time I see that.
And that is the British sailor?
Yeah, he's like a proper British sailor. And he
Okay.
never talks to me. Like, he is always... So, like, when I see the Hat Man, like, I wake up, I see him, I blink, and then he's gone. The British sailor I see for a few seconds. So, like, I always see him, like, walking into my room and going into my bathroom.
Is it weird that both of these men have very intricate hats?
I don't think that's weird at all. I think that's very
That's pretty
normal.
weird.
I think it's weird that they're both British.
I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
And this is completely off topic.
Okay.
But it's on topic, but it's off of what you're talking about.
Okay.
'Cause, like, I'm obfuscating the point because I'm legitimately concerned.
Don't use words I don't understand.
I'm legitimately concerned
Don't
about
be.
you seeing people.
No, it's fine.
So to avoid dealing with those feelings of me being genuinely concerned for you,
God damn, just get to the point, dude.
I'm gonna
No one
tell you a
cares.
story.
No one cares if you're concerned for me.
I'm very concerned.
No one cares. Just get going.
Someone
Get to the
should
point.
call help.
No, you're the help.
I'm not.
No one else cares. Taylor's the only person who probably would care, and she's like, talk to him, and
Taylor,
I am.
you know his address. Just send like fucking mental health.
If people are
services.
sending stuff, I will give all of you my address. I love free shit.
Anyways, okay. So yesterday,
Yeah.
last night,
Yeah.
I don't know how to really start this story, but last night I had a dream.
Okay.
And the dream was that like everybody, all my friends, everybody was there. We were hanging out at some bar, and then like
Was I there?
I don't remember you.
Okay. That's cool, man. That's fine. That's fine.
I do remember Big D though. Big D was
Okay.
very prominent in this dream.
That's great.
So we were all there and we were like chilling and everything was normal. And then all of a sudden we started to hear like these big booms or something. Big booms. And we were like, what the fuck is going on? So weird. And then we hear another big boom and it was closer. And then like,
Probably
so
just me walking to the bar.
Yep, that was it. Dalton goes over to the side. Like we were on the patio of some bar and he goes over like behind the like fence area for their like trash cans or something, and he's like, oh no, that wasn't what we thought it was. This some real shit's going down.
So you're in Cloverfield.
Kind of.
You're describing in the opening of
Because
Cloverfield.
then I get up and then like I stand on a fence and overlook the little thing that's blocking
How
my
do you
view.
stand on a fence?
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
I'm standing on a fence and I look over and then I just see like two airplanes that just like have the worst physics sim of all time.
There are two towers.
No, they just like crash into like okay, so the view is like I'm looking over this fence and it's like a slight deep down into like downtown LA, kind of
Okay. I
like
know what you're talking
the
about.
Hollywood Hills a little bit, just a little deep down in LA,
Yeah.
and then I just see planes crash.
That is the
in this
that's the
weird
cliche view,
like
yeah.
fall over, like they don't break
Yeah,
apart.
it's like flight
They
sim
just,
crashes. Yeah, they're like ding, dong, dong,
yeah,
dong, 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 ding.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
But like in the dream, I felt like, oh shit.
Yeah, of course.
And then so that happens. I see the planes crash, and then there's a street that's in my like foreground of this
Okay.
image, and then just like all the fucking like sewer manhole
Oh.
covers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's getting sick,
And I'm just
dude.
like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on? And like I had the feeling like the world was ending or something
Right.
like that. That was the end
Right.
time.
But I'm not there.
Not that I remember.
Okay, that's fine. You're in This Is the End.
But I remember Dalton.
you're not- I'm not
Dalton
there.
specifically saw the planes coming down when I got on the fence and I looked and I saw the
Shocker.
planes coming
The
down.
autist is up looking at
Yep.
the sky. Yeah, what a shocker, dude.
So I wake up from that dream and I'm just like, oh fuck. Like I was legitimately shook. It was one of those dreams where you have to wake up and like stay awake a little bit to come back to reality.
Okay, yep.
Because it just felt so fucking real.
I'm probably on the plane, Taylor. It's probably part of
on
his
the
dream.
plane.
I'm probably on the plane.
Yeah, he's dead. I shot you afterwards. Yeah.
I was actually there. He just killed me before all this happened.
World's ending. Bam.
No, he's just like, you're ugly. Boom. Yeah.
Anyway, so I wake up and I'm thinking about it. I'm just like, whoa, man, that was really like, I was kind of shook from it. I was like, damn, why? And so I woke up this morning and I was thinking about like, why would I have that dream of that like sheer like something's happening out of my control that I
Right.
can't control and it's ruining my entire life.
I mean, that's a pretty obvious one to figure out, right?
what do you think it is?
I mean, you think that your life is spiraling out of control and you can't do anything to stop it. Eventually
Well,
it'll
I'll
end
tell
up
you
doing-
the subconscious thing that sparked my subconscious into thinking about this.
Right.
So we went over to this party last night, right?
Okay.
And there are a couple people that Mike knows that I don't know, and so there's a few other people there that I don't know.
Okay.
There's this couple, and they seem cool, they're chill, and then all of a sudden they start talking about the fact that the dude that was there, sitting in front of me, very much alive, died for 9 minutes.
Oh.
He's 29.
Okay.
He had a cardiac arrest
Hell yeah.
where he died for 9 minutes.
Okay.
And so the person he was with started giving him CPR. Then his girlfriend came out. She started giving him CPR. And then, like,
brought
they
him
did
back.
that until the
Ambulance or whatever, yeah.
ambulance arrived. Then they started working on him. They gave him Narcan twice because they thought he was overdosing. They were like, he doesn't do drugs. He's not overdosing. What is this?
Yeah, but it adds to his bill.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically,
We should give him this drug too, and probably this one.
they put him in a medically induced coma for about a week.
Okay.
And then he
Probably
wakes
from all
up.
the Narcan.
Yeah, he does not remember a single thing of the event.
So he
or
doesn't
that
remember
entire
being dead?
week or anything like that.
That's
This
lame.
man showed me his chest. He has an active pacer
Oh, shit.
and defibrillator in his
Oh,
chest.
shit.
And they don't know why it happened.
Okay, yeah.
They
Yeah.
did about 300 DNA tests and don't know why it
You
happened.
should have just asked ChatGPT. Yeah.
Like I was hearing that and what a fucking story.
Yeah.
Like insane. Like in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, that happens to people, but they're old and they're bad health. and
Right,
all
he's
that
29.
shit. He's
young.
29.
Yeah.
He looked fit. Like he
Right.
wasn't fat. Like there was nothing about him that would be like this dude just had a fucking heart attack.
Yeah.
But it just happened, and like apparently. That just sat in my subconscious until I was asleep, and then I had the dream about being in a situation that I was out of control of.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's definitely
wild.
that, not the overall vibe.
World and
Yeah.
AI and all the shit.
Yeah, it's definitely that one
Well,
specific
no,
stranger.
no, that just hit my anxiety perfectly right to give me a bad dream about it.
You think your heart's going to just pop at any moment?
Yeah, man, that's a big fear.
Yeah. You should hope for it, and then it'll never happen.
I don't hope for it
No,
because I don't know what happens.
Well, nothing. That guy died. He doesn't remember anything. You know why? Because nothing happens.
We don't know.
Well, no, we don't. And we never will until we die, and we won't know then either because we won't exist because nothing happens.
So you're overly confident about
I'm
that.
very
And
confident.
you have no place to be confident about.
I mean,
that.
I have just as much place as you do about being not confident because none of us know. None of us
No.
ever can know, and none of us ever will know.
Yeah, that would lead to my argument, not your argument.
For all I know, you died last night in your sleep, and what you saw was the afterlife, and then you came back to life.
Fair.
You know, who knows? We could all
Planes
be
are
on a
crashing.
turtle right now, dude.
Big eye of a turtle.
Yeah.
We're in the marble.
We're in the marble. People were playing
Aliens are playing marbles.
pool or
with us
whatever. Is it marbles or are they playing billiards? I can't remember. Are they marbles or
Aliens
pool
are
balls?
playing marbles in Men in Black.
Okay,
That
it's
was
marbles.
That was that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. But anyway, yeah. So Colby's having dreams. He changed the subject off my ghosts, but yeah. I'm going to keep you up
I'm
to date.
concerned about your ghosts.
Dude, it'll be fine. It'll be fine, man.
How many of these pills did you buy?
600. It's a 600 pill
So you're
bottle.
going to be seeing this Hat Man for a while.
Oh, yeah, at least 3 or 4 months, I would say.
I
Yeah.
really need you to talk to him and ask him what the fuck's going on.
I try, man. Hat Man disappears immediately. Okay? What are their vibes? Hat Man is like, so I'm like laying in bed, and Hat Man's always on the right side of my bed. Always. Okay? So I always turn to the right, and there's Hat Man, and he's just kind of like hovering, like right above my bed. It's almost like he's peeping at me.
Okay, like
I think
okay,
Hat Man
you're
might be a
laying
perv.
in bed.
Yeah.
Is he standing on the ground?
He's not standing, it's just his head.
Just his head.
Just his head, and it's hovering like you know when you're laying in bed, like the horizon of the bed is like right
Yeah.
there. It's like he's like an inch above that horizon, kind of like at my shoulder. So it's like he's a perv. It's kind of like he's watching me sleep.
Have you ever tried like turn a light on when you sleep?
I turn the light. No, not when I sleep. I can't sleep with a light on.
Why not?
It's too bright.
Stop being a bitch.
What do you mean, dude?
Sleep with a light on, you pussy.
No, and then then the sailor on the he's always on the left side of my bed because my master bath is on the left side of the bed.
Sure.
And he's always walking from my door to the master bath. I think he's just got to take a shit. You know?
He didn't have a bathroom on the ship, you know.
No, he probably had to poop
poop
over
in
the
the
side.
water. He
He
had to
probably
poop over the
loves the
side.
toilet. You know, and occasionally my toilet, like people who watch my gaming streams will hear it, like the toilet in my bedroom, like occasionally will just like, it'll just go and just turn on, you know, like someone flushed it. It might be the sailor. He might just have
Means
IBS.
that your toilet has a leak.
Or the sailor has IBS.
No, the toilet bowl. Do you know how toilets work?
No!
Because I know how toilets
Of course you do.
So you got a
Yeah, they're
plunger.
very chill.
You got a little rubber thing that covers the fucking hole
Yeah.
that leaks out water, right?
is- yeah.
If that seal isn't completely sealed and it has a slight leak, then the water in the fucking, what do you call it? Not the bowl, but the fucking tank behind it. Mm-hmm. Stop looking at things and listen to me.
I'm listening, man.
No, you're not.
I'm listening.
You're looking at something.
You're doing. I'm trying
Look
to find
me
the snoring
in
sound
the
effect.
eyes.
I'm trying to find the crickets or the snoring.
If you have the seal and it's not sealed perfectly, then it will leak water slowly over the course of the day. And then when the water gets to a low level, then your fucking pump that turns on the water after you flush it will be like, oh shit, I need to refill, and then it goes and it refills. You just have a shitty toilet. Let me come look at your toilet.
You can come look at my toilet anytime
I'll fix
you want,
it, man.
You come look at my toilet. It doesn't need to be
I've
fixed.
had to fix both toilets in my house.
What
and
if
I
you
fixed
fix it and then it still keeps doing it because the British sailors using
That
it?
shouldn't happen.
Yeah, they're very chill. Okay, both the ghosts are very chill. The guy who's pooping is always in a hurry. Like he's always in a hurry, you know. But he sticks around for a couple seconds. Like I said, Hat Man blink, he's gone.
Why are they always dudes?
Great, well because my lot in life, all the women ghosts probably left.
Yeah.
You know,
You can't even get ghosts in the
I
afterlife.
can't even get them. Yeah.
Okay, one, these aren't ghosts.
You don't know that.
No, because like you're not getting a British sailor that
Why
died
not?
under your apartment
In
complex.
Kansas?
Yeah, no.
He
you're
could
not
have. He
getting-
could have gotten way off course back in
You're
the
not getting
Palestine
that.
areas.
No.
That's not the word. What's the prehistoric?
Palestine?
That's the word.
British sailors existed in the prehistoric era.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You fucking
You don't know,
dumb.
man. Time's a flat circle. You know? Game said stopcock, by the way. Is that what it's called?
I don't know, but
Okay.
I bet
Okay.
it sounds right.
All right.
Sounds like a word that should be a toilet thing.
But yeah, that's the thing that's going on. So, be fun and you tell Jamie that at Dog Trivia. She'll really enjoy that.
What, you see a British sailor?
Yeah,
there?
because she's actually, I mean, I know you are too, but like she's like really concerned.
Well, yeah, no, I don't care a whole lot.
Right. I
but,
know you're
like,
concerned like the minimum amount, but you're still
You should
concerned.
probably not see things when you're sleeping.
Nah, Taylor likes them. You know, Taylor, I'll try to snap a pic of them one night, but they just don't stick around long enough. You know, like Hat Man's literally
I don't
gone.
think you could take a picture of him either.
I don't think. I mean, I would like to. I'd like to be like, "Hey, buddy, what's
Just
up, man?"
mostly in
He's
your
gonna be like, "I got a shit. Let me go." You know, like
Just in your head.
it might be, or they might be there. A British sailor he got way off course. You know, he came up the Mississippi and ended up in the Arkansas River, and then he ended up outside my house somehow, and then he ended up inside my house somehow. You know,
Yep.
Yeah, that could be a thing. The thumbnail for this show should be us with the two ghosts. Go ahead and just somehow make that happen.
I'm gonna make one of them the goddamn Captain, like Davy Jones from SpongeBob. That's what I'm gonna make.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it's blue instead of, instead of drinking, you guys need to do a smokeout show. Does that mean like weed? Is that weed, Marcus? I assume that's weed, right?
I can't do weed.
Oh, he can't do it because he's a bitch.
Used to do it. Can't do it anymore.
I would love to do it. I was about to say we should do some shows in your backyard over the summer because that'd be fun, but it'd be really difficult to do. I'd have to basically build a whole new studio out there. Be really tough.
Well, theoretically, we could just get 2 really long XLR cables and run them out that window.
I need headphones too. We're gonna have to run XLR and headphone cables out there.
You don't need headphones. You can suck it up for one.
I need headphones. I literally can't do this without
also,
headphones.
we would be attacked by wasps nonstop.
In the evening, there's no wasp in the evening.
Yeah,
also, I'll
definitely.
kill those wasps. Did I tell you that I'm building an army of wasp-killing birds?
No.
I forgot to tell you this, dude.
Is this with your ghost friends?
No, they're not involved in that. They're just pooping. So, I'm cleaning off my balcony, okay, because I'm smoking cigarettes occasionally, and so I want to smoke cigarettes out on my
You're
balcony.
starting that habit, man.
Who cares? Life's short. Smoke. Okay? That's my message to you, children. All listening. Do bad things. No one gives a fuck. In 100 years, you'll be dead and forgotten. And everything that you did that was a bad decision will be forgotten, just like everything you did that's a good decision will be forgotten. Nothing matters. Your life is schlock. So I cleaned off my balcony so I could do that, okay? And I'm like, what if wasps show up? Because I don't want to be like
Because
Colby.
I'm too far gone to try to argue with them. So
I'm right.
I just can't.
I mean, I'm right.
Sure, man.
You think anyone's going to remember you in 100 years?
So you're fighting, not me, but people can be remembered.
Well, some people, we won't.
No.
Anyone that we know won't.
But random people that you're just blatantly talking to, fair enough. Our audience, probably not.
No.
But, like, maybe one.
I mean, statistically, it's possible someone who listens to this show in 20 years could be president.
Yeah.
Name all the presidents.
Can't.
Okay.
There's too many. There's 47 of
Yeah,
them.
we don't remember them. Who cares? Unless you do something absolutely amazing or something absolutely awful, no one
do remember Abraham
Hitler will be
Lincoln.
remembered forever.
Yeah.
Okay, Warren Harding, no one's going to know what he did. That's not fair, but that is what it is.
I know what Truman did.
What'd he do? Had big dick.
And he blew up Japan.
Oh, is he the guy? Oh, he's
the
Gary
guy.
Oldman?
Yeah, he's the guy.
I know that he made it pants inseam because he had huge. He kept calling Hagar jeans and being like, "I need a bigger inseam for my massive hog." I know that about Truman.
But you didn't know that he was the one that killed a lot of people with atomic bombs?
No,
Okay.
no, I didn't.
Cool.
I mean, I do now,
You
but
do
I
now?
will forget it in 10 minutes.
Anyways, what were you saying?
So I'm out on my balcony and I'm like, I don't want wasps to be a problem.
Yeah, they
Okay,
suck.
because
They're
I
the
love
worst.
killing wasps, but they're annoying.
They are
like
annoying.
if you're sitting there just enjoying the evening, cigarette or no, just enjoying the evening.
Yeah.
Wasp comes around the corner. Terrible.
Stress level goes up, man.
It's terrible. I got to get in the car. I got to get in my house. I got to get the raid. I got to spray him down.
Yeah.
You know.
Then you gotta wait a little bit because you kill one and then it sends a signal to the rest to
It's
be
right.
like, oh shit.
That's right. So I did a lot of research and I figured out what type of birds to attract that like to eat wasps.
Okay.
So basically, there are certain birds that eat larvae. Okay, they don't eat worms; they eat larvae.
Sure.
And wasps are larvae before they all hatch and ruin your life. Okay, so you want birds that eat these larvae. All right. If you can get birds with flamethrowers, Major, that'd be great. But I don't think that exists. So I bought a big bull bird feeder that hooks up to my deck.
Sure.
And I hung it there. And then I bought dried larvae as food to attract my birds. And I'm building a battalion of wasps
hunting
killing birds.
What species of bird?
It's like blackbirds. Blackbirds are a big one. It also brings in like a bunch of like finches and wrens and stuff. Like it's a bunch of random ass, ratty ass, ugly ass birds that are just killers.
Would you like me to print you a fake wasp nest?
No, what I would really like, what is that? Get rid of wasps?
Yeah.
And why isn't it working?
I haven't done it yet.
Well, you should do that. That sounds
Yeah,
great.
I know. They're very territorial, and so if they see another nest, they will not.
I don't believe
nest in
that
the
because
area.
there's literally 3 or 4 nests on my balcony that I knocked down.
Yeah, but they're probably the same generation of wasps that were there before.
I don't know about that.
And he knocked them down. You should have left them.
Well, I just recently knocked them down. If anything, I would really appreciate you designing some type of Rogue Squadron-esque logo for my bird squadron. That's actually what I would
I will
like.
not do that.
I mean, I could go to Google Images and find a transparent wasp nest image and print it. Like, you didn't do anything for me.
No, I mean like 3D print it, you dingbat.
Oh, you're just looking for an excuse to 3D print. 3D
No,
print me a
I
ghost
heard
cage so I can
someone
count the
say
Hat Man.
that recently, and I've been thinking about it. They have a model online that you can download for a fake wasp nest that apparently the word.
Does that one cost money?
No.
Okay, all right. Then it's fair. I think you should try it.
Well, technically, it would be like $3 for the filament.
I'm not giving you any money.
Come on.
I will give you money to design me a Rogue Squadron-esque logo for my band of birds.
How much money?
Band of birders. Like Band of Brothers.
How much money?
I don't know how much you want.
100
Okay, I'll give you $100 for it.
for a bird logo.
Yeah.
Are you fucking
Yeah.
dumb?
No, I'd do it. Mostly because I'd make you do it, and that type of joy that it brings me of you having to sit down
Send me $100. I'll do it.
and do a good job
You have my Apple
on a
Pay.
bird logo.
Yeah.
That brings me so much joy.
Good. Is
that
it $100 worth of joy?
You'd be like, I'd be able to get in bed right now if I didn't have to do this
it $100
goddamn
worth of
Yes. Yeah, your pain.
Send me $100.
Your pain is worth $100. to
Fair
me.
enough. Send me $100.
Yeah. You do the same to me.
You should do it for your fucking actual work jobs.
Can't do that.
Yeah, you should.
Don't care enough about that.
Oh, okay.
Don't care.
Fair.
You know, it's
Fair.
fine. It's fine. Anyway, what were we talking about? Is that it?
Bird Squadron.
I made a Berg Squadron.
That's
Okay.
pretty impressive, my guy. Like, I'll admit.
Dude, I hope that they
Have
make,
you not seen wasps? Or like,
I haven't seen a single wasp, but I also haven't seen a single bird. I'm not sure it's working yet.
I've been actively trying to get rid of birds.
Nah,
Because
see,
they
I
keep
love
shitting on my
birds.
truck.
See, I don't, well, yes, that
But
is
they're in the wrong location. I want them in my backyard, not my front.
the shit is probably a problem.
Ryobi days, man.
Oh yeah, you want to go ahead and talk about that?
Ryobi days.
Yeah, what
You
about
want to
it?
hear about this?
I do. We talked about this last week. You were excited about Ryobi Days. I told you to treat yourself.
It was fucking shit. It was fucking garbage. It was really dumb. So, okay. They had 2 deals going on, right? You could buy 2 batteries for $100 or 3 batteries for $200.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right.
Now listen. All right. It was $100 for 2 batteries.
People get 3 for $150.
Shut the fuck up. It was 2 batteries for $100 or 3 batteries for $200. The $200 one gave you access to about 6 to 7 tools that were their like top of the line tools.
Okay.
They're brushless. I don't know what that means, but they're brushless and they're better.
You're the
all
target
right?
market. You should know.
Shut the fuck up. I
Okay.
don't.
All right.
But they're better.
Okay.
Or you can get the 100 one and then you can get access to like, I don't know, like 20, 15 different free tools. So you buy the batteries and then you get a free tool. That's the whole thing.
Okay. Yes.
So it depends
You
on...
explained this last
yes,
week.
it
yeah.
depends on how much money you buy for the batteries as to what level of tool you can get.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm buying the 200 one. I'm getting a nice brushless tool. So I go to Home Depot.
Brushless refers to the motors driving them more
Yeah,
durable.
Fucking motors, whatever. I don't give a shit.
You're the only person who cares about this
I don't
stuff.
give a fucking shit. I own a driver and a drill in both brushless and not brushless, and they both act exactly the fucking same. So I don't. It's bullshit.
Well, one will act the same for longer, though.
I've
what
had
CT's
the
saying.
non-brushless longer, and they still work great.
Well, yeah, but eventually it will die.
What's eventually 20
I
fucking
don't
years
know,
from
man.
now?
Who gives a
I'll
shit?
switch to Milwaukee before then, man.
No, you won't.
I'll be a bougie ass bitch.
No, you won't. You're always going to be poor. You're peaked monetarily
Nope.
right now.
Nope.
Unless these people step up their game, which
Fair
they
enough.
won't.
Right now,
because look at the
yes, I
product we
agree.
give them.
Yeah, for sure. Right now, definitely peaked. Anyways, so I was definitely going to buy the $200 version and get me a nice brushless tool.
Okay.
So I go there and I look at the list of tools to get,
Okay.
and I was highly disappointed.
Like by the tool selection? What did you want it to have?
I don't really know. Something I needed.
The Sydney Sweetie teleporter. I mean, tools are tools, man.
Well, all right. So the thing that I thought I was gonna buy was a circular saw.
Okay.
I have a circular saw. It's just kind of shitty.
Okay. Does it have a brush
It's
or no?
honestly pretty shitty. No, it does not have a brush.
So it's brushless.
It's No, it does have a brush.
So it's brusher.
Yes, it is
brush
not
full.
brushless.
It's brush full.
Anyways, I was gonna get that, but then I was like thinking, $200? The saw by itself is only like 120.
Hey, look at that.
What is that?
She gave us $2.45 and asked if that is enough to buy a fancy tool.
That is enough to buy a fancy tool on Temu. Yeah. Thanks, Taylor. I want all of that. Give me all of that money. I don't care what our split is. I want that 245.
All right, man. You know what? I'm just gonna PayPal you $2.45 right now.
Cool, thanks.
You know, just to make sure you get it.
Anyway, so I was thinking about it. I was like, is $200 really worth it? Like, you know how many batteries I have already?
No.
I have a lot of batteries. I have probably like 5 big batteries and then like 4 small batteries.
245.
That's enough, for me. Because, like, I can have 2 operating in everything I do and 2 charging at the same time. It's enough.
There you go, man.
So then I was thinking $200 is a lot for some batteries.
You buy
and
that
then a
Temu
free
tool.
tool. And then the tool itself is only like 110. So I was like, if anything, I'll just buy this. And I'm like, do I really need a new circular saw? Because I don't use a circular saw much anymore because I have a track saw, I have a table saw, and I have a miter saw.
How many tools
and
do
they're
you
all
own?
better than I have a lot. They're all better than a circular saw. So why would I want a circular saw? So then I was going about being like, well, I want to buy something because I'm a consumer. And I saw that they had a compact router.
Don't you already have a router?
I have 2 routers.
It's an AF3.
But they're really big and they're really
this
bulky and
one's
they're hard to
compact.
use. This one is compact and handheld and it's nice. And it was $80.
But you need a
I
battery
thought
for it. Now you don't have one.
I already have batteries.
Yeah, but not. I mean, the ratio's off now.
No, because here's the thing.
Is it Ryobi?
Yeah.
What color's Ryobi? Is it green? Is that the bright green?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
bright green.
Chartreuse, maybe?
I would say neon. Whatever the Nike color is, that's what it is.
Fluorescent.
Yeah,
Fluorescent
green. There you
Okay.
go. That's
All right.
probably it.
green? Okay.
I'm thinking, okay, so Dalton was talking to me about Milwaukee.
Yeah, I know.
Milwaukee batteries come in 4 amp hour or 8 amp hour.
Do you know I have a friend who has a Milwaukee jacket that has a battery built into it that then heats his jacket?
Yeah, I bought my mother one of those for Christmas.
What a good boy. All right. So amps and
Amp hours.
Yeah, okay.
4 and 8. Their default battery.
Okay.
Their base bone battery is a 4 amp hour battery. That's my high end. So when I was talking earlier about big and small batteries, my big battery is a 4 amp hour.
yeah, but how much more other batteries cost?
More.
Yeah, so who what who
But
cares?
the size is...
Bro, don't let Big D
Shut the fuck
small
up! The
dick you.
size of the battery is the important bit because the bigger the battery, the harder the tool is to manipulate if it's handheld.
Okay, that makes sense.
I was literally using an orbital sander today of my Ryobi sander
Okay.
with a big ass battery in it. And I was sanding sideways. And I got like through half of what I was supposed to sand. And I'm like, God damn, this is fucking heavy. And I'm like, if the battery's smaller, it wouldn't be that heavy.
Bro, you need to stop this.
No.
You need to become a Ryobi supremacist. You need to talk about how great Ryobi is.
No,
how
Ryobi
Ryobi
sucks.
is
Don't buy
better than
Ryobi.
every other company. Shove it down Big D's throat. He doesn't care. He doesn't know. He's just rich. He goes to the place and he buys the most expensive one there is. He goes, I've been to Milwaukee.
No.
That looks expensive. I'm going to buy this horse
Milwaukee
shit.
is far superior.
Milwaukee's ass.
No.
It's literally ass. My grandpa died because he used Milwaukee all the time.
No.
If he used Ryobi, my grandpa would still be alive right now, and he fought in Vietnam. He got shot in the leg. He had a Purple Heart. That part's true. And then he died because he was using a Milwaukee sander with a big-ass battery that apparently is better, and then the thing flew off and hit his throat, and he bled out to death.
Size absolutely does matter. No, that is not at all true. Milwaukee is far superior. You buy quality. I'm saying, if you're on a budget, Ryobi is good. Like, I've never had a bad experience with their tools. But if you want better and can afford better,
What do you mean you never had a bad experience? How can you get
Milwaukee
better than
is
never
better.
bad?
Milwaukee is better.
Why? Because it's more expensive?
I don't know. Like you've drank Southern Comfort,
Yeah.
but you've also drank like
Johnny Walker Blue?
yeah. And like, like there
Yeah.
isn't a difference. They both get you drunk.
Yes.
But one's funner to do.
No. SoCo's funner.
One's
You know why? Because you can buy 30 bottles of SoCo for one blue.
yeah, whatever.
All right, and they all do the same shit. You literally just argued on your own behalf. You're a SoCo man. Look at this fucking string. You're a SoCo man,
I am.
okay? And he's a Johnny Walker Blue man. They both do the job.
It has allowed me to get more tools than I could afford if I went Milwaukee.
Yeah, and they
so I'll
look
give you
sick
that.
because they're green.
Nah, they
and you know
really
it's
look
whorish, dark red.
Bitch green, dude. It's bitch boy green. It looks like females should use it.
I'm gonna look up. Have you ever Googled Ryobi's Wikipedia?
No.
Read about how they're made. They're Japanese, dude. Look at this shit. Look at this. Founded in Japan in 1940, they became selling die-cast products in 1944. They're on the Tokyo Stock Exchange. They have 12 manufacturing facilities in Shelbyville, Indiana, Carrickfergus, Northern Ireland, Hertha, Berlin. Look at this. Ryobi is a Shelbyville, Indiana manufacturer.
For the automotive
Don't read that.
automobile industry?
Don't read all you
Power
need.
tool manufacturers. That's where you need to look.
All I'm
down
hearing,
further.
all I'm hearing is that they are made in the USA. Okay,
I don't give a shit about that. I would prefer that they were built in Japan.
it's made by Kyocera.
I literally have a fucking... Who's Kyocera?
I don't know, but Ryobi isn't even made by Ryobi. It's made by Kyocera.
No shit.
Yeah.
Shell companies upon shell companies upon shell companies. That's cool.
Where's Ryobi in this list here?
They do printers and satellite phones.
Is Ryobi even on here? Ryobi's not even on this thing.
No, it's not even important to them.
It's pretty messed up. Okay. Milwaukee Tools. They're gonna be shit too, dude. I'm telling you. All right, when you start looking up facts, you can find anything to support your argument. All right. Now, multinational company develops, manufactures, marketers. Milwaukee Tool was last sold in 2005 to the Hong Kong-based Tectonic Industries.
Hey, man, I'd rather support Japan than China.
Look at that. They're China, dude. You see that?
Fucking China. Oh, I'm going to bring that up to Dalton now.
They're made in
Fucking
China.
Chinese little bitch.
Look, in 2023, U.S. lawmakers at the Congressional Executive Commission on China questioned Milwaukee Tool over allegations its suppliers may have used forced labor from Chinese prison camps in the manufacture of its work gloves.
Amazing.
After questioning by company officials, this motherfucker from the U.S. Congress said that Milwaukee Tool ultimately discovered multiple examples of counterfeit gloves bearing their brand name being made in China and cut ties with the manufacturer. Look at that, dude.
Wow.
Chinese.
I've never felt more proud to not have Milwaukee shit.
Dude, they literally, not even, like, as the kids would say, on God, support slavery.
Yeah, they're made in China. Fuck.
Dalton supports slavery.
Yeah, he does.
Big D loves slavery.
I love Japan.
I also love
I
Japan.
got Ryobi. I got Toyota.
Well, and
I'm a
even
fucking
Kyocera is
Japanese.
also Japanese. So you are supporting hardworking Japanese laborers who are never getting laid. They're just focusing on their task. And he is supporting Chinese slave
Fair
drivers.
point. They did a lot of slave labor workforce in like World War II.
That ain't now. You ain't buying a World War II Sander, bro. Japan is very progressive.
Were companies that were around then still probably going and invested in newer companies and rebranded to get away from the slave labor accusations? Probably.
There's a big difference between 1947 and 2023. Bro, I got news for you. 2023 was literally 2 years ago.
That's fair.
Okay. So you rub that in his face. If you buy Milwaukee now, you can be on Dignant. I can't buy Milwaukee.
I just want to say I've been saying Big D was a problem, so.
I mean, he's right. He has been. Literally, Platido's on like the anti-Big D train.
I love it.
And he does seem to catch dub after dub every week on this show.
Yeah, he does.
And we really like Big D.
Yeah, he's a cool dude, man.
Should we rethink this maybe? Platido does seem to have a lot of points. Every week he's like, fuck that guy, and then
Okay.
every week he seems to catch a dub.
Well, fair point. We're just learning more.
We
You
are.
know, like we shouldn't trust his expertise on anime. We shouldn't trust his expertise on tool brands.
What else shouldn't we trust? Hey, you going to his wedding yet? Have you gotten a hotel or anything?
No.
You know that's in like 14 days.
I do know that.
It's in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now.
It's really not.
What do you mean it's really not?
It's at the end of June. It's a month. It's 4 weeks away.
It is over my birthday. You're
Yeah.
right. It's over my birthday. You're right.
But still, yes, we have not gotten a hotel.
Are you doing this on purpose? He won't listen this far in the show. You're safe.
Part of me really does not want to go.
Well, I
because
know.
it's a long fucking
I agree.
drive.
It is. Look, I told this to Big D's face, so I have no problem saying this publicly to everybody in this chat because honestly, everybody in this chat agrees with me. Making all of your fucking wedding party go to a state 1,000 miles away when you have no family there, no reason to go there besides you're rich and it's pretty is an asshole move.
Yeah.
Okay? He knows that.
Hypothetically.
I know that. You know that.
Hey, all right. So I've always kind of imagined like a destination wedding.
No, it's only June in a national park, Taylor. What could be
Yeah.
busy about it?
A destination wedding with a very small amount of people. I'm talking 10 to 15
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Right? If I took the money that would have gone to a bigger wedding with like a venue and all this shit.
Right.
And then instead bought everyone's travel and stay.
Right.
To go to this place.
Right.
Would that be more acceptable?
Yeah, if you're paying for no one can complain if it's free.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't expect him to pay for it. I just don't expect him to expect
Well, that's
anyone
what I'm
to show
saying.
up.
Is like if I was to do that in the future, then like I would want to do that. I would want to pay.
No, that's
to where
fine.
all you
Yeah.
have to do is
No.
get the time off and go.
The problem isn't that he wants to have a wedding in Tennessee.
Right.
That's not a problem. The problem is that you feel obligated to go.
Yeah.
And he should make it clear you don't need to go because I understand what I'm doing here.
He did ask me this Monday if I was going, and I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, I do. Big D's very on top. He's very on top of knowing what he's asking. He does know that. He does. Because he didn't
But,
give
like,
me shit at all.
No,
about not
because
going.
right.
Even though I
That's
really
you,
wanted to
though,
go, but
he
not for
asked
the wedding
me, and
reasons.
I felt like a sense of like, you should
Well, that's what Mari thinks.
go.
And the only person who gave me shit about not going was Mari. She's
Well,
like, that's your
yeah.
friend. I'm like, yeah. So what? But I also operate underneath my PSA
Well,
that I get
because
about 10
I've known
units ago.
Dalton for like 3-4 years at
Right,
this point.
right.
I've known Tay since 2010.
Right, but it's not your problem, she decided. Like, knowing people isn't.
Yeah, but me and her are friends to where it's like I feel more obligated to go for her than I do for Dalton.
Still, it doesn't matter. You still have to pay thousands of dollars to go to this thing.
Yeah.
And you get nothing in return except for a sense of pride and accomplishment.
It's a fun trip.
Will it be? Because you're not going very long. Like, that's what I was going to do. I was going to turn it into a fun trip because I was going to go visit Taylor. We were going to have a good time. I was going to see the national parks. I was going to see the sights. And then I was going to go to the wedding. The wedding was a secondary event. You're going for the wedding. And that's it.
Yep. It's a long drive.
You don't have to go. I don't know if anyone's told you that, but you don't have to go.
I don't have to, but I
Big
definitely
D
feel obligated.
is going to have a great time no matter whether you go or not. I didn't bail on you, Taylor. I did.
There would be a great sense of FOMO if I didn't go.
No, you're not going to miss anything. You can watch it all on Instagram. You'll be fine.
Yeah, no, that would be the part that would be the FOMO bit.
No. Do you FOMO about all the places I go that you don't go?
Pretty frequently, yeah.
Oh, do you really? Oh, I feel bad about that.
Like when you call me when you're in Sedgwick, I'm just like, oh man, well,
You want to come to Sedgwick with me, man?
cool. Thanks.
You want to come to Sedgwick with me?
Oh yeah, no, expect me to invite you to everything I do, but then you're not gonna invite me to shit.
Well, first of all, you know this is true.
Whatever.
I don't expect you to want to do anything that I want to do. So, because my interests are drinking and sports and
Yep.
boobies.
What do you think my interests are exactly?
Watching YouTube, woodworking, drumming. Yeah, but you can do that while you do anything.
I can't drink when I'm woodworking.
There's no chance you're not drinking when you're working.
I never drink when I woodwork.
There's no chance.
I never do.
I don't believe this.
I do not
I
drink.
believe there's a bottle of whiskey right now.
There is not.
Then I don't feel like you're a true woodworker.
No, because I'm operating tools that can cut my hand off. I don't want to be slightly drunk and cause that.
Or hear me out, become Luke Skywalker.
I'm not going to do that because
Fake
we
hand.
don't have fake hands yet.
Oh, you're right. We can't do that.
Not good enough hands.
I agree, Platino. It's Nick Offerman.
Do I have a
definitely-
drink when I'm fucking done for the day? Absolutely.
Nick
but not when
Offerman
I'm
is
doing it.
drinking Lagavulin or whatever it is while he's making
No, he's not
canoes.
because he is an
100%.
actual woodworker and knows that it's important shit to make sure you know what you're doing when you're doing it.
Maybe be a man and hold your liquor.
No, that's a bitch man who's an idiot.
No, is it? Or
Yeah.
is it a true man?
No, you're a bitch man if you're a fucking moron. So,
Or maybe you're the moron.
nah, I'm good. I'm solid.
Yeah, don't cut your hand off, just for the record. I don't want that.
Yeah, no one does. That's why you shouldn't drink when you woodwork.
That's like up for debate.
Now, one beer, that's fine. But like multiple,
Well, I'm not saying get blackout drunk.
you're saying drink.
Yeah, drink.
Well, yeah, what are we doing right now?
Drinking. You want another one?
Yeah. One more. Uno más, por favor.
What was I gonna? I was gonna say something else. Oh yeah,
Spanish.
I was just gonna say you don't need to feel obligated to go to Doll's Way. I know that
Part
you will,
of me
but you don't
wants
have
to
to.
skip it so bad. So
Dude, the amount of money.
fucking bad.
So I'm gonna go to Colorado. I'm gonna go to the Austin, the United States Grand Prix in Austin, and I'm going to Arizona, all because I didn't go to Dalton's wedding.
Cool, man. That's awesome for you. Thanks
Okay.
for the invite.
You want to go watch the K-State game in Arizona?
No,
That's what I thought. You want to go watch F1 cars go fast in Austin?
kind of.
Well, I can still get you. We still get you tickets.
I don't want to pay for it.
Say okay. My Austin Grand Prix trip is gonna cost like $300.
That's not bad.
No, the trip to North Carolina and Tennessee was gonna cost like $900.
Yeah, no, I'm spending way more than that.
That's why I'm saying that I can do like 3 smaller trips in the.
If I rent a car,
Yes, that's gonna be very expensive.
do you think I should rent a Tesla?
No,
You don't think there's charging stations in between there and
I'm
there?
sure there is, but how do you find them?
With the Tesla app?
Do you trust that?
Yeah.
Okay, then you'll be fine. I don't trust it. But if you trust it,
What about like a Prius? Prius is probably a better option.
why don't you get a goddamn RAV4 or something? Something good and big.
I want big.
It's a
I don't want big.
15-hour drive, man. It's going to be
Priuses are
horrific.
nice, man. Have you sat in Dalton's Prius?
No.
It's pretty cool.
No.
It's like fucking laying down.
I don't
It's
want my
that
vagina to
low.
grow back,
God,
dude.
it's so good. I got both. At this point,
I don't want it, man.
why would you not want that? It's an extra source of pleasure. What do you mean? You're telling me if you had the option right now to get a dick and a vagina, you wouldn't take that deal?
Oh, sure I would.
Exactly. So what the fuck are you talking
Why
about?
wouldn't I?
This is what I'm saying.
Colby,
What the fuck did you just say?
Platino just said, Colby, you've never been less sexy
I don't
talking
give
about
a
Prius.
fucking shit, Platino. Suck on this big, not big dick. I ain't sexy. I ain't here for your sexitude. I'm here for practicality. And Prius would get me across the country as cheap as
You're like
fucking anything.
Will Ferrell at the beginning of Old School.
Yeah, I don't give a
That's
shit.
what you're like.
I don't give a fucking shit.
I love that for you. That you are so confident in your manliness that you can admit
I
all
have
these things.
zero things to prove here.
I love that for
Other
you.
than the fact that I built a door that will.
Yeah, that's what
work.
counter op is. Like you're gonna drive like the wussiest car of all time, but you have to
Don't
flex
give a
that you
shit.
built a goddamn
Don't
door.
give a shit. I'm very proud that I built a door that actually fit.
I mean, we're all happy for you.
Good. You should be.
We are.
And if you're not, then you're kind of a shitty person.
I agree with that.
And you're Ellie in The Last of Us Season 2
no.
TV show.
My hair is way too low.
No.
It's way too low.
I could pull it back enough.
No, you couldn't.
could.
Not to be like Bella Ramsey.
I could shave it.
You're gonna have to cut some off.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to like shave it back an inch.
Bro, did you see that? You did. I sent it to you like this morning. I saved that picture. I took that picture Sunday when I watched that episode, and then I just sent
show
you
it.
that this morning of like her goddamn blue steel face.
The one of which she's waking up, right? Is that what you're talking about?
She's not waking up. She's actively coming out of the ocean and is like, what? What? Where? Look at my name. I'm down there, dickhead.
What is this?
Stop reading shit.
No, I'm trying to figure out why my telegram's not here anymore.
I was down there.
This is look at what account I'm on, bruv.
Why are you on different ones?
I don't know.
Why do you have your work's Telegram? For what reason?
Buying drugs? Obviously.
At your work?
You got to get through.
For the whole company.
Oh, yeah. Sharing's caring, bro. That's how it works, man.
Yeah.
That's how it works. No, I got to send files to me. So I have 2. You want me to start just sending them to you and saying, ignore this?
You've been doing that for...
I have never, maybe twice done that. I'm
About
sure it's happened on
twice.
accident.
I think it's about twice, yeah.
Well, sometimes in desperate times, man. So you're going to rent a Prius, get a hotel. You do know that it's in a national park, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why I got the Prius. I can drive.
No, I'm talking more about the lodging. Like, you need to actually, like, get that. Have you looked at hotels there?
No.
Are you staying where his thing is?
In the town? Sure.
You haven't looked, right?
No.
I shouldn't do this to you on the air, but
Why are you looking at... I'm not staying at a fucking Hilton.
this will give us an idea. Where are you going to stay?
Super 8, dude. I don't care.
Drive a Prius to a Super 8.
Absolutely. This isn't a luxury trip.
Come on, man. You're spending so much money to go. It should be nice.
No. This is to go to support a friend. This is not a luxury trip.
That's so sad. There it is. Okay. And it is the end of the month. How many days you staying?
For the hotel, we would need Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. So you leave Monday.
Yep.
Wait, what? There it is. All right. Let's see what we're looking at here, man. There's only one available on hotels.com, and it's...
Woof.
They only have... Oh, wait. No, it's loading. It's loading. Never mind. Sorry. That was scary for a second.
Yeah, I was going to be like... ooh.
Okay, these aren't bad. These aren't bad. These have got to be horrific, right? Like, this one's only $217 for 2 nights.
That sounds great. Click it.
There's no way that's real.
Let's see the rooms. That's definitely a motel.
Well, yeah.
It's absolutely a motel.
You fine with that or no?
Well, it depends on the bed.
Well, here's the bed.
Looks good.
Is that is my grandma's sofa.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Here's the lobby, man.
That's such a yellow. They did not do the white balance.
Well, they just haven't updated these rooms since the 80s, man. Okay.
Dude, just as long as there ain't no bed bugs, I'm okay.
Well,
You don't know the terrible places I've stayed traveling.
that's why I was gonna look at a Hilton, bro. Okay. Like, here's a Hampton Inn for $418.
That's too much.
Well, that's where you're gonna be guaranteed no bed bugs. Okay, if you stay at Dollywood's Dream More Resort, it's only $907. You're basically looking at either a shithole for $200, a medium one for $500, or a glorious one
Dude,
for
I will
$1,000.
stay at an Econo Lodge any
Will
fucking
you?
day. yeah.
Okay, Econo Lodge. Let's check it out, dude. Let's see what you got here. It's got an 8.4 rating.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
That is absolutely perfect for
That's
me.
excellent.
Look at that.
Look at these
them
beds. Look at them.
Look at that.
Dude, they got vending machines next to the ice cube. Look, you got geese.
Absolutely.
You got geese,
I'm
man.
on board. That's where I'm booking right now.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I respect it,
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
but
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you. I'm just worried for your safety, mostly.
Yeah, you really should be providing something.
What?
Oh, he's providing the stay for the wedding party.
Right,
Yeah.
but we're not in the wedding party.
I'm not in the wedding party.
Yeah. Yeah.
Known Taylor for fucking 20 years at this point.
When you put it that way, it is well, you're a boy. You don't count.
Yeah.
You can't be in the wedding party of a girl. I'm reading chat right now for all our audio listeners. That's why there was silence. I was reading, and literally all the chat is negative. They are all like, don't.
You're going to have a straight up terrible time.
Good luck with bed bugs. The yellow makes it easier to hide the pee stains. Yeah. I shouldn't have done this on the air because this is a real emotion he's experiencing right now. This is not the time to experience
No,
this
because
emotion.
here's the thing: is I have travel anxiety. This is why we're driving there and not flying there. Is because I
Yeah.
refuse to take a plane.
I get it.
That sounds like shit, especially in today's age where they're just like doors are flying off and shit. But like,
It's gonna be fine, man.
the wedding will be good.
Maybe. I mean, I can't guarantee.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, everyone said. Could you imagine if
Flights
one
are
of them
cheap,
said
Taylor.
no?
Why you looked it up, Taylor? What do you mean? Oh my God, that'd be
Could
so
you
funny. No, that's not gonna
fucking
happen.
imagine?
It's not gonna happen.
No.
It's not gonna happen. There's no way. There's no way. Has anyone? I mean, I'm sure someone's done it, right? But like, I mean, this is. I mean, first of all, Dalton's not gonna say no because
No.
Tay is hot as balls.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's too autistic to back out of
And Tay's not going to say no because look at the wedding she's at. That's her life now. Like, neither of them are going to say no. This is just not going to happen. How much longer are we doing this show? It's 8.
Yeah, I mean, we can end whenever.
I mean, I got to pee. That's the only reason I'm asking.
I also have to pee. How much beer you got left?
A third?
Yes. Oh, a third?
We chugging?
I got 2/3.
All right, we chugging? Is that what's happening? Okay, it's gone.
Oh, God, I can't do it.
Are those yours?
That hurt. Yeah.
So you've had 5,
I've had 4. Well, this will be 5, yeah.
and I've had 3. No, wait, I put one up here. I've had
Yeah.
4. You're one ahead of me.
Pussy.
It's all right, man. At least I'm not driving a Prius to Tennessee.
Shut the fuck up.
You know, it could be worse.
Why do you gotta judge me, man? Do I judge you with your Hatman Jack shit?
Yes. Yes, you
sure?
do. You definitely judged my seeing
I
ghosts.
never said once that I judged.
Well, you're worried.
I'm concerned.
That's a judgment.
That's
because that
not
means you should
judgment.
stop taking pills. You should get your mental health
That's
right.
not judgment.
You're judging me for being mentally unwell.
Go back on your other pills.
I can't. Amazon doesn't sell them, man.
Find the same manufacturer.
Who cares if the Hat Man's in my house? Why does it matter?
He might stab you.
Good. He won't. Hat Man's not hurting nothing.
He might give you eternal life. Wait, which one do you fear worse?
The sailor scares me more. Oh, wait, eternal life or...
Oh, the sailor does. Ooh,
Well, the sailor hangs around.
yeah, right.
He has kind of a rude aura.
Rude aura.
Like, he's got a shit. I get it. But, like,
I didn't hear that before.
you're using my toilet. I'm paying
yeah,
the rent.
You didn't say this earlier. You just said he was eagerly looking to go to the bathroom.
Well, yeah, I mean, but,
But
like,
now you're scared of
imagine if
the
you only
sailor.
saw me when I was walking past you to your
Are
bathroom.
you scared of these ghosts?
Not at all. Not at all.
You sure?
Positive. I mean, they frighten me when I wake up and the Hat Man's there. Like, frighten me as in, like, if I woke up and you were there, but I don't feel threatened. They startle me by existing, but, like... Yeah, you know, Taylor, if I'm being totally honest, I get mildly annoyed when the boatman's there because, like, he wakes me up because he hangs out for a couple seconds. So, like, a lot of times I'll turn on my light and be like, you hanging out? And then he just doesn't say anything back to me, and that
When's
kind of
the
annoys
last
me.
time that you've attempted to go to sleep without taking pills?
2008.
How about you try not to?
How about no? Mari, I'd rather go to Guantanamo Bay and watch Cocomelon for a month straight than ride 15 hours in your car.
That's rude.
No offense.
That's so rude.
I said no offense.
That's so fucking rude.
I said no offense. I'm gonna be honest. Every time I say that, I think I'm riding the back of your car, and then I remember you're renting one.
Yeah.
Even
Even then, if you had the full back seat, it would be fine.
no, that thing in the back is hurts
It,
my
it
head.
absolutely does not.
Also, half the reason I wanted to go was to see Taylor. Not Mary Taylor, other Taylor, you know. Yeah. You know. So, like,
Bitch.
I'm not, if I go with you, I won't see her. So then I'm just spending money.
She could drive to Tennessee.
Look, I know that makes me a horrible person.
Yeah, you're kind of a shithead.
Okay, I understand that it's horrible. That philosophy I said earlier about the life being schlock, your memory being schlock, nothing mattering, is really, I believe that to a certain extent. So like,
In a sense, but then you could take it one way or the other. It's like, do nothing or do everything. Like, you could take it one way or the other.
right, but I take it as in like, Dalton's cool with me not going. I talked with Dalton.
Sure he is.
Okay, well,
Yeah, he said it to your face.
that's good enough. What am I supposed to do? Read his mind? If he says it's fine, it's fine.
Well,
Okay.
that's kind of what friends do and shit. But, like, whatever.
If you had a wedding in Tennessee and I said, "Hey, I'm not going," you would be like, "That sucks. Please come."
Would I?
I would think so. You wouldn't?
So you're not as empathetic as people normally are? Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know what empathetic means, so no or yes. Depending on which one gets your psychiatrist eyebrows out of here. You know, when your hair is back like this, you kind of look like a bad magician.
Abracadabra. New tattoo. You didn't know it was here, now it's here.
What's your guys' top 5 bands? Number 1, Arctic Monkeys. Number 2, The Killers. Number 3, 21 Pilots. Number 4,
I was lying earlier.
I'm tough. I don't know about the 4 and 5.
This is new. What do you think's funny about this situation? The fact that I lied, or the fact that you really think that I did lie?
How honest do you want me to be?
As honest as you can.
I'm very proud that you kept the bit going this long, and I'm very relieved that I wasn't crazy.
You are crazy because I've had this for 2 fucking years.
I thought you said it was new.
Yeah, that was a fucking joke.
Wait, what?
This has been here since my friend died.
Well, I get that, but I thought you just said it was new.
That was playing into your bit
Jesus
of thinking
Christ.
that you hadn't noticed it.
Jesus Christ.
He's-
Why are you doing this to me,
To
man?
fuck with you,
My
you
brain!
ignorant piece of shit.
That's me. What's your top 5 bands, man?
Bring me the horizon.
Good choice.
Sleep Token.
That's like my 21 Pilots guess.
Word Alive is pretty good. They have a solid back catalog.
Yeah, I can't do past 3 either. Like 3 was hard. Number 4 and 5 are rough. Like I had a top 3 pretty easily, but like I'd probably have to think about 4 and 5.
Just trying to think of like my repeat plays. Moss to Flames. Like Moss to Flames are
Let me look at my.
pretty solid. Like they're like a low key underscore band, but they are really solid. Ice Nine Kills is also really good.
You sent a $2.45 payment.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna buy that ruler I need off of Temu.
Why did Taylor have 245 bits just waiting for her, man?
I don't know.
Why was that a thing? All right, let me look here. How do I? What do you use? Spotify?
Yeah.
Is that what you use? Okay. I don't know how to look at like my top of the like the month or whatever.
Yeah, no, they don't do that except
I mean,
the Spotify Wrapped, right?
My top 3 are like. Okay, so here's my replay 2025. Let me see. Okay, so replay of 2025.
Replay 2025 doesn't work because I didn't use Spotify until like
What'd you use?
YouTube Music. I used that more last year than I did this year. Or
So
last year.
here's my top 20.
Spotify.
Here's my top played songs of 2025. 21 Pilots, BBY, great band. 21 Pilots, Fontaines DC.
How do you find this?
I'm on Apple Music, so I don't know.
Oh, what the fuck?
Then Brenn, BRENN, exclamation mark, great band. Judah and the Lion, Lola Young, 21 Pilots, Glass Animals, 21 Pilots, Gigi Perez, Lumineers, Almost Monday, 21 Pilots, Cage the Elephants, BBY, 21 Pilots, Zach Bryan, Jonah Kagan, 21 Pilots, Bad Filer, 21 Pilots, The Kooks, and Lovely the Band, Brenn again, 21 Pilots.
On repeat.
Inhaler, Beach Weather, Zach Bryan, David Kushner, Brenn. So, like, you know,
Right now,
Manchester Orchestra's on here.
what is on my repeat
Okay.
is Sleep Token.
Hold on. Can you tell me what my repeat is? What's that mean? Is that like your heavy rotation type of idea? Or?
This is their like what songs you play on repeat,
So this is like if you hit this playlist, it's going to play the songs you've been listening to most recently.
or just songs. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So the first one is "Dangerous" by Sleep Token. It's a brand new song. It's so good.
Okay.
Next one is "Guide Us Home" by Currents. Currents is a fantastic band. If you listen to metalcore, listen to them. They are so good.
I actually feel like I have listened to them before.
God, Guide Us Home is so... It's got such a good breakdown. Anyways, next band, which is also slightly under the radar, Kingdom of Giants. They are fantastic. Their drummer is
That's the one you saw
goddamn-
live, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Their drummer is stupidly good for how small of a band they actually are.
Okay.
And then I got Architects, and then I got Death Cab for Cutie.
Oh, excellent. They're on my top plate as well. Which song by Death Cab you listening to?
Grapevine Fires.
Great song. Great song, man.
This drum lick.
Oh, you told me this.
Yeah, this drum lick is so fun to play.
When the wind picked up, the fire spread, and the grapevine scene.
It's such a good drum lick.
Such a good song. I love Death Cab for Cutie. Death Cab for Cutie's crazy, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
I've literally been listening to that. Like, how many bands can you say you've been listening to for 20 years
Yeah.
that are still around and don't hate each other and still make good music? It's crazy. That never happens.
Well, Postal Service is a different story.
Well, it's the same guy, but they just never made more music. They don't hate each other. They just stopped.
Yeah, they just stopped.
Yeah, they just stopped.
That one album by Postal Service is as iconic as anything Death Cab for Cutie has
For
done.
sure. It's
Yeah.
one of the greatest
It's insane.
one-off albums of all time.
Yeah.
10:30, Saturday.
This Saturday?
This Saturday.
Okay.
You gonna be awake?
Probably.
Me and Aaron are coming over.
Okay.
We're gonna set up your stream.
At 10:30.
10:30 in the morning.
In the morning?
In the morning.
I thought you were talking about evening.
This isn't a command. This is an ask. Depending.
Oh, well, yeah. Then, yeah.
Okay.
I wake up at like 9.
Okay. I will text you to remind you.
Yeah, all right.
But we'll watch qualifying.
Very smart.
We'll watch qualifying at 9. When that ends about 10, then we'll come over here
All right.
and we will help you set up your stream. Do you need me to bring anything?
Like what?
I don't know because everything I owned is now over here.
I think, yeah, most of everything that we would possibly need is here.
Yeah.
And also, I think I got it, like, well, not currently, but I did. I feel like I got it like 70% of the way there.
Okay.
So just like, it's working with the brain of my electric drums is the hard thing.
Okay.
Of getting it to actually produce the bass sound that is needed rather
Okay.
than sounding like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got you. All right. Well, we can do that. Let's do rapid fire show prep.
Rapid fire!
Let's not watch any trailers. Let's
I'm
just
out of
rapid
beer,
fire
man.
through
Yeah,
this.
we gotta go.
Rapid fire. Okay, these are the new Harry Potter kids. What do we think? Silence is not a great sign from you. Sounds like maybe not happy with the children.
I don't want to be racist.
So you don't like that Hermione's black, mixed race.
No, I don't. Not. I like it. It just took me by surprise.
Okay, I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
That's it. I saw Ron and I'm like, okay, redhead, cool. Harry Potter looks like a Harry Potter kid. And then I saw Hermione. I'm like, oh,
These are children.
yeah.
You can't critique them.
No.
That's wrong.
Exactly.
Okay? Whatever their parents are, I say this as the adult father of a 16-year-old son
Right.
who is in our chat frequently, has been on my stream. If you let your children do this, you're a terrible parent.
Yeah.
These children's lives are ruined from now on.
Yep.
Okay? Especially this girl. Her life's over.
Yeah.
She's only going to have shit from now on. Okay? With that said, the child in the middle is a psychopath and I hate his smile.
Really?
I don't like his smile. Look at him. He looks like he wants to kill me.
Does he give like a young Sheldon kind of vibe?
No, he gives me like I'm gonna peel your skin off and wear it around as my own skin type of vibe. That's the kind of vibe I get from
kinda
this
liked
kid.
him.
Okay.
First kid I vibe with was definitely Ron.
Oh, Ron
looks
Weasley
like
looks
Ron.
perfect.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
looks amazing.
That's a good cast.
Incredible. Okay, we're rapid firing. I need you to comment on the college football 26 album cover. And notice that right here is the side of the K-State Power Cat. We made it. We made it to the cover, baby. We did it. We did it, dude. We're on the cover.
Woof.
That's like that gives big Mike Wazowski behind the barcode vibes, but I am so happy we're there, so I'm going to take it. On the long version, which no one would see, it is much more obvious that it is there. But hey, we made the cover that will be in Walmart. Huge deal for us Cats fans, okay? So good job to us, all right?
Happy for you.
Second of all, I want you just to notice, okay? This was an overhead drone shot in the F1 Grand Prix at Monaco, which was schlock, terrible, ass, horrible race, okay? But this drone shot is sick. Okay, in motion it looks a lot better, but here's the course. Like, it goes up here, they drive through here, come through here, go to the hairpin, go around here. Awesome drone shot.
Cool drone shot.
I think that's really cool.
Yep.
I just thought you would enjoy seeing that.
That is sick.
Okay? That's it.
All right.
That's it.
Good, because I have to pee so bad.
Me too. I have to pee so bad. So let's get out of here, shall we? All right. Thank you all for watching. Look at this, a manageable episode of our show. Only three and a half hours long.
3.5 hours. You can do that in a drive to Tennessee, no problem. That's about a third of the trip.
I gave Colby something to think about, and I feel bad about it, but at the same time, I feel like it needed to be said.
Yep.
Big shout out to everybody who watched tonight. I appreciate y'all. Taylor, thank you for the biddies. That is very nice of you. Major, thank you for it wasn't Major. It was Grimy. Grimy, thank you for the resub. 6 months. Did you know French fries weren't made in France? They were made in Greece. Jesus Christ. Grease, like a pun.
Yeah.
You get it? I don't think he's here anymore, but I hate that so much.
Why did the Scarecrow get an award?
Because he was outstanding in his field. That's from The Last of Us, man. What are you doing?
I didn't think you would remember that.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Dull pencil.
Dull pencil who?
Never mind, it's pointless.
It's terrible. That's the worst.
Grimy, thank you for the 6 months of subs. Appreciate it. We're going to get out of here. We will be back next Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Time, just like normal. There's a lot of ways to listen and support the show. They're all at SethAndColby.com. That's the best way to do it. Okay? We love you. Thanks for hanging out. We will see you guys all next week. Anything else we want to end with? All right. We did everything. We're the greatest. Hoff, see ya. CT, thank you. See ya.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.
This is the Seth and Colby Show.